Y'all drinking, man?
Yeah, you want to drink, bro?
Nick's got a third.
Good? Camera speeding. Fine,
What are we doing?
You gotta get easy drink.
All right, somebody get this man a drink, please.
Okay.
Anybody?
Yeah, that one. I don't want to get the color.
Sorry, Nicole.
All right, let's run it back.
All right, here we go.
This is CWTFB Radio. I am your host, Charlie Machine, alongside my right-hand man, Cash,
You know
no
what it is.
sense.
Pray for the parlay.
Mr. Pray for the Parlay.
Pray for
himself,
all players
man.
and the parlay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We in the Garage Media Center at the Sound Lab in Brockton, man. Make some noise for the Sound Lab.
You know what it is, Southside?
Like my man Cash
Where
likes to
creators
say,
create. Where it's at.
creators create,
You can bump
man.
into anybody here, man.
It's
we got
crazy.
mad creators here right now.
It's crazy, and we about to build a studio right behind this white wall right here.
I mean, it's built.
I mean, it's
Last
damn near
week,
built.
last week it was just wall and floor,
Yeah,
and then this week studio.
right. All we missing is the finishing
Next
touches.
week artists.
I
you know what
believe
mean?
by September
Yeah.
we should be up and running in there, man. So,
Oh yeah,
shout
for
out to
sure.
everybody in the Sound Lab, man.
Working
Nick Fury in
hard.
the building, Q in the building. Anita Applebaum, you gotta put me on. You in the building. Gotta talk about the bosses, man. My man Big Shug 211. RX Pandemic. Where my man Con get it on that. Con get it on. Whatever team you on, you need a man like Con, man. Oh, wow. This is tough.
Yeah, but you know what I mean?
Yeah,
You're
we
doing
making
all right.
it work. We making it work.
Doing all
But
right.
look, let's get straight into the Red Cups and ratings. We got some guys that we want to talk to here, man. So
Yeah, I'm excited because I know they gonna talk. So
yeah. This is
I
what
ain't
they
gotta
do.
worry about that.
We ain't worried about that at all, man.
I'm just worried if they gonna drink.
And we worried about if they gonna rap.
Oh, I wasn't gonna say it, Chad.
I want to hear these guys rap. They all rap, so
They
it's
all
Red-
rap.
It's
They all
Red
rap.
Cups and rap. So
What?
let's see who's gonna rap. You know what I mean?
Rap.
But anyway, man, Red Cups and ratings this week, like every other week, man, we got two projects that we want to talk about, man. This first week, we're going to talk about somebody who's actually known for another creative talent. He's actually really known behind the camera, man. So we're talking about my man, Dom of the Year. Yeah, he dropped Here and Into the Distance, a double feature. This is this one's about 16 tracks long, 47 minutes. What you think, bro?
It was 47 minutes, and that's my life. And you got to times that by like 4 times because I gave it like 4 spins.
Wow.
Top to bottom. Pause.
You gave it 4?
Yeah.
4 spins.
Yeah, I gave it 4 spins. I mean, I can't judge something off of one listen.
Okay.
Please don't tell me we ever do that.
No.
It'll never work that way. It'll never work that way.
I say 2 is solid.
Yeah, 2.
4 is crazy. Unless you really like it. So you really liked it.
I didn't really like it, but I thought I didn't completely hate it at first. That's why I kept listening. I'm like,
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe I'm wavy, or like, I don't know. But then I sobered up, started listening, and I'm like, yo, I don't understand why he out there trying to put out a spectrum of like music of like, he's like trying to show his range that he can do this
Yeah.
rapidy rap, and he could do the sing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sing. That's funny. But
Freedom guys.
but it was tough, bro. Nothing was good on either end. Like he could. So like my favorite track. I'll say some good things first. Before I don't want to just dump on something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's an artist. You know what I mean? So it's his art. So my favorite record is Spotlight.
Okay.
And he's more talking about him as a cameraman.
Yeah.
And his, like his world and how his experiences go as a cameraman.
Yeah.
But he's rapping.
Right.
And it's just like
Different part of the mind.
like how long do you think he'd be waiting for his people to leave to be like, all right, man, self-timer time. It's me time. You know what I
Well,
mean?
you could tell that, he's in the photography based off of the album cover. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just looking at that, you could tell that, he gets intricate with it and stuff like that.
Yeah, Spotlight was my
That's cool.
favorite song because you could hear like a lot of freestyle in his rap.
Yeah.
And I think if somebody's willing to put a freestyle rap on their project and really feel like that was good,
Yeah.
then, that got a lot of swag to it. Because you got to have swag to put out a freestyle track like that. And you can hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't even rhyming. Like, he was just like,
He was just rapping.
yeah, he was just swagging on it. You know what I mean? So I was feeling that record. And then, everything else, I can't call it, man.
I got to defer from you about the favorite record. I like where you're at with Byron a lot.
Is Byron the dude singing?
I think.
You
I'm not
see?
sure exactly what he
That's what I'm
does.
saying.
I don't know how he incorporates his music with him because I felt like they sounded very similar. But I liked where you're at. Like, that was just the record that I was like, okay, I can rock with this. And, he has a lot of layers to him, right? So like you said, bro, like Dog is a creative. He's a true creative. He has, you could tell he's influenced by a lot of different sounds. I hear Daft Punk. I hear Kanye. I hear J. Cole. I hear Drake. I hear Prince. I hear a lot of elements of what I think he's trying to accomplish.
I hear mushrooms.
But it just wasn't it for me, man. Look, and I don't want to disrespect Dog because I don't really know him like that, whatever. But
y'all be taking
this
me
ain't
the
it
wrong
for me.
way. Yeah,
this ain't it for me. Like
I
I
like it.
I hated it. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like I really hated it.
Hate
And I heard it and I had to hear it once. But I always want to go back and hear it again, and it was just hard to listen to, bro. And it's not that I don't think that there's people who's gonna like it, because I think that there is a market for this type of music.
Oh yeah,
but I can't get with it. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
wasn't rocking.
You got little spurts in there. He says some cool stuff. You know what I mean? Here and there.
His pen is not terrible.
Yo, there's a line where he
says, yo, can I there, man? I can't.
Yeah, you can't even say it. So there's a line where he says, what song was it? I can't remember what record it was, but it was like, sometime I wish I had mad bees, but I'm here with this mad bee. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, that was clever. I like that. I like that. You know what I mean? Like,
I was feeling
and
that.
I was like, all right, that was cute.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because we could relate.
Hey.
Oh, you got them all. Yeah, right now I just got one angry one.
Hey. So
dogs.
there's certain parts of this project where I can relate to. But as far as my opinion, what I like from hip hop and rap music, this just wasn't it for me. Like I said,
hip hop is changing though.
Okay, you could say that.
Very young.
You could say that.
It's always evolving.
Yeah, hip hop is changing.
Now, imagine if I just want to be the devil's advocate for this, because like I could hear a fan base for this.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like I can hear like a bunch of people like gravitating to this and be like, yo, them guys are ridiculous.
Right.
Like, I love your stuff.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, you get what I'm saying.
Well, and I think that's why we gotta, always remind people that,
hip hop,
us, it's our opinion.
Yeah.
And our team's opinion.
But you can hate me for it, but you got to get in line, gang.
Right. So
people
I'm not telling you to stop creating, bro. Because there are some people that I wish
keep taking
would
pictures.
stop making rap. Nah, look. You have to remember, there's a lot of artists that I don't think got it, right? But they meet their tribe, and then it's on and popping from there and there.
That's on dogs. That's on
You
dogs.
know,
You
so
got that.
Whoever you're catering to, I hope you meet those guys.
Creating.
Some people are really that bad. I'll tell them to stop creating.
Nah, not if they're paying somebody, Chiz. It's a business.
Look, I don't
think... So if somebody's getting paid for them to go put up garbage, by all means, the garbage man gets paid.
Yeah, I guess at that point, you got to blame the engineer.
It's the ecosystem. Yeah.
Like, you knew he was going to do nothing with your beat, and you still sold it to him. Right.
Whatever.
But, whatever. That's what it is. But either way, I wish the beat selection was better.
Oh,
I really did. I wish the engineering was better as well.
I feel like he did that blind or deaf. I mean,
I don't know. Yo, got it. Chill.
What? That was a violation?
Nah, but that was wild. But anyway, man, out of 5 red cups,
have more wild stuff in
my man Dom of the Year.
What we do
here and Into the Distance, a double feature. Out of 5 red cups, we gave this one a solid 2.6 out of 5 red cups, man.
Not
Shout out
too
to Albert
bad.
yeah. Look, whatever, bro.
Could have been worse.
Look,
Could have been a 0. You know
look.
what I mean? Like, we could have just been like, yo,
hey, look, like I said,
Facts.
find your tribe, brother. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's move right along. The next one is actually from somebody who was a previous guest, like early days. Yeah, early days.
Wow.
This is the first guy who
That's before I started wanting to
who rapped for like 16 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? This is before anybody like really knew what red cups and rap was. But we talking about my man Marvey. He dropped Billy Goat. This is 9 tracks long, 26 minutes. What you think?
Real people rap.
Right.
Real rap.
Right.
Real,
right.
real N-word rap.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like that's the essence that this is where like there's no make believe.
I think we could cuss now.
Thank
we
you,
passed the
fucking
10 minutes.
Lord.
Yeah, we passed the 10 minutes.
Real
Yeah,
nigga rap.
Yeah,
Like
facts.
this is it. Like this is that shit. Like where you be like, yo, this nigga there's no making up these bars. Like it's kind of like, damn, should I say all of that?
Yeah.
Nah, let me dial back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's that type of shit I like. You know what I mean? Authenticity, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Like, that's what a lot of niggas lack, where they're making believe. They're like, you know what? I'm a gangster today. Nah,
Sometimes.
you know what? I'm college tomorrow.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right,
You know what I mean?
right,
So,
right.
niggas be on that bullshit. So, like, this shit is true essence of what I like. You know what I mean? It's not boom bap, what I, my true thing, but
Right.
it's street music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Some real East Coast trap music, bro.
East Coast trap.
Like,
I guess.
Marvey, like, made me proud with this. Like, I ain't gonna front, man, because Marvey's one of those guys that, like, he was on here, like, real early. I don't even remember what episode that was. It had to be, like, somewhere in the teens, like, and he really believed in what we was doing, and I had just gotten hip to him at that time. That area he's from, Hallworthy, Homestead, Humboldt, that whole area. We rock with a lot of those guys over there, man. And now seeing what he dropped, I feel like this is like his coming out project. Like where like anything you did before, bro, forget all about that.
Damn.
This is what we want from Marvey. Like I think,
facts.
like yeah, for real. Like I think this should be the standard of what he does, bro.
Some things I didn't like though.
Like what?
The hooks. Some of the hooks was like old
Okay.
school. Like they was like, that repetitive, like if it's catchy, then it's hot.
Right.
But if it's not catchy, it's whack. You get what I'm saying? It's like that shit.
Well, I think he comes from that era where you got to think about a hook, right? And then now I think he's trying to, get into the new school where hooks are kind of repetitive, and
I feel like
he was experimenting too. But what was your favorite record?
Damn, I had mad joints on here, bro. Honestly, what's the shit? Exodus.
Yeah,
bro.
Exodus. That gotta be the one, man.
He
Shout
was
out.
spitting that shit.
Yeah.
He was spitting that shit.
Yeah.
He was, what was that shit? What was that? Damn.
I seen some niggas. What you say? I seen.
The bikes in the suburban neighborhood.
Yeah. But not even that. Like when he said, "Oh yeah, there wasn't no stacks in the crib, just ice." He said, there wasn't no pets in the crib, just mice.
Nigga.
He said, stealing cribs in the suburb. No, stealing bikes in the suburbs. Like, that's
ooh,
nice.
That's nice. Nigga, I remember that.
Yeah.
What? We went bike shopping in Milton.
Right.
That
On
shit
Dead Dog.
was Bradley's. You understand, nigga? Like, yo, which one you like? Nigga, they leave them all on the front yard.
Oh, yeah, it was crazy. We was like, wow, they really do that? These niggas really.
Shout out
just
to
leave their
Milton,
bikes,
bro.
man. Yeah, shout out to
gave
Milton.
everybody
Milton
in the hood
public
a bike.
schools. Y'all niggas got for all your mongooses
Mm-hmm.
and your huffies. We had all of them shits. There was another bar he said on Exodus where he said, you just a cold D on the charge, and that's that.
Mm-hmm.
fucking, and you don't even eat with the squad, and that's whack.
Whack.
Like, it was just a lot of real nigga rap,
Real
like
nigga
what you were
rap.
saying, right? Like, it wasn't
bars.
It wasn't like crazy bars,
Ooh,
metaphors,
nah,
similes.
nah.
It was just like, yo, this man could flow. He got a tight idea for what he wants to deliver with this. And if you know him, this is Marvey.
Authenticity.
You know what I mean? Like, this shit was crazy. Like, from start to finish, my nigga.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it was.
Billy Goat freestyle at the last joint, Lucky You. Oh, you think you got it? Lucky you, right? Look, I mean, yo, bro, I mean, replay.
Oh yeah,
Like, I literally was in the hood. Like, I was at the cigar lounge the other day, last week. Went to the cigar lounge. My man called me. He was in Mattapan. He was like, yo, come see me. I got to holler at you about something. Bro, from the cigar lounge to the hood, from the hood to the crib,
yeah.
I just kept replaying this whole album, bro, because
Definitely
it was a feel.
Yeah, nah,
It was a feel, bro. Like,
top to bottom.
yeah,
Pause.
you know, you don't play this, you know, around your kids, but you know what I'm saying. But like,
Yeah, fuck them kids.
you don't dog. But it's really like that. So shout out to Marvey, man. What else you want to say about this before we give the rating?
Keep going, dog.
Yeah, keep creating, bro.
going,
I want to
keep
talk to you
creating.
again, man. Freestyle, not 16 minutes, but give us like another 4 minute, 3 minute, you know what I'm saying, type shit next time, my nigga. But yeah, man, out of 5 red cups, my man Marvey, Billy Goat, we gave this a solid 4.5. Out of 5 red cups, man. Keep creating, my nigga. Keep doing what you do. You know we fuck with you on this side, man. All right, so let's get it.
Yes, sir.
Tonight, man, we talking to the guys, man.
What up,
We
what up,
talking
what
to the
up?
guys, man. We talking to the guys from Bad for the Community.
They the worst.
Hey.
Swag.
What's the word, man?
Swag.
It's only right that it's finally time that we got on y'all platform.
Yeah, man. Y'all hollered at us. What was this? Right after the BMAs last year, right?
I was like,
Yeah, we had
Was it literally like the day or two after or something like that?
It was in December, I think.
Yeah.
January.
Something like that.
It was early.
Yeah, y'all invited me to the hood.
Did we schedule y'all before y'all won? Or was it
I
afterwards?
think we was at that we was at an event when
Nah, I
we saw
felt there
y'all,
was
and then
winning in my blood at
but
that
we
time.
wanted to
won.
do it right after the BMAs. Win, lose, or draw, like type shit, like, and then we'll talk about it then. Like,
I mean, we wasn't in the nomination, so you already know where it was
right,
gonna go,
right.
you feel me?
But you know,
Nigga keep reminding us of that, bro. Damn,
y'all-
Because
that's
I'm looking. This is award season. I told these niggas, it's like it's time to lock in. You feel me? Like, we got these next couple months to, we can't have
Y'all
the
been
same
solid.
the
Y'all
same
been
results of
solid.
last year. You
Y'all
know,
been
that's all I'm gonna
solid.
say.
I don't like that.
Same amount of
Same amount of
Solid.
content. Y'all didn't do more than what y'all do, right?
Nah, you see, because we like young niggas, you feel me? So it's like, we're those types of people that's like, we're cramming for the test right now, you feel me? So we're putting all that energy and effort in right now, because they're like, yeah, trick niggas, you feel me? So
I get it.
I bet.
Wait,
yeah,
nah, I got
put them
something
niggas on
better.
there.
You
They making waves while it's warm
you know y'all
outside.
gotta eat the world's hottest chip with us, right? It's
Facts.
here.
I don't want to do it.
Nah,
Nah,
They
you
not built
have
for that.
to.
They not
I'm
built
all
for
set.
that.
I read
You
some
have
of the
to.
warnings
Bro.
on that shit.
Yeah, it's cool.
bro.
I like spicy food.
Yeah.
But what y'all niggas
like
be doing
picking
is like
eyes.
torture. I'm all set.
No,
It's only torture for
I'm
him.
all
Only
set.
nigga that really folded was
Yeah, it's only,
Yeah,
it's
like-
only torture for him. I'll be cooling. It's
Like,
only torture for him.
this nigga body
World's
that shit.
hottest shit.
It's like, bro, try it.
Understand, bro.
Try it, bro.
Nah, I mean, what
Y'all
does that
bring
mean
it with
coming
you?
from you, bro?
Huh?
Y'all bring it with you?
I should
Y'all
have it
should've.
unlocked. I did
Nah,
it one
we
time.
stopped
that
I
shit?
would have tried
You would
it.
have done it?
Nah.
If y'all brought it with you, I would
Nah,
have
you
tried it.
stopped doing that.
Couple weeks.
That would have fucked up the whole
pull up on us,
podcast. I'm not gonna lie.
Damn, we would have fucked up the whole podcast.
That would have been a bad start to the
It's like that.
I gave it. Yo, we was at the studio one night and I just had it. I had one more, just sitting around. I was
I
like,
just
yo,
had
I give 50
Lying
to
ass.
anybody.
Molly.
I told him I
Hey,
give 50 to anybody
hey.
who want to eat it. Some nigga took the plunge.
Pause.
Ain't see him after that.
Yeah,
Ain't see him.
Pause.
Go ahead.
Hey,
He
yo.
said 80, right? Crazy.
Yo,
Nuts.
I mean, in the middle of the day, like just not planning for that shit, I feel like that's unheard of.
Yeah,
What's
that nigga
wrong
had to
with
step
y'all niggas?
outside and call his people
For a little bit.
It felt like he was like being like, "Yo, this is my last word."
Hey, yo, did y'all cook all that
y'all.
seafood that y'all was playing with, man? Y'all
Yeah.
playing with that lobster and
Yeah.
all that shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
You did.
yeah,
niggas
that
cook
nigga
that
did cook
shit,
that
man.
shit. That nigga
Dion-
Dion, bro.
That nigga ate
Yeah,
that.
that
shit.
nigga supposed to be
Wait,
here.
Wait. I don't don't remember that. What happened?
They was
nigga ate
playing with a
that shit.
fucking
Video
box.
we did
It was
a
like the
while
what's
back.
in the box challenge.
Oh yeah.
Niggas
Oh,
bought a
yeah.
lobster.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Nigga, what the fuck?
Yeah, that nigga.
What was that
ate.
about? What made y'all do that?
Niggas was bored,
We
bro.
YouTubers, bro. You feel me? Like we not trying to just get boxed in as podcasters. You know, this a whole channel platform and audience that we got, and you know, sometimes there's a whole group of people who want to just see that. You know what I mean? So
Fuck
it's like,
it.
why
Cheapest
not?
way to buy
why
lobster
not
to
get in
be
the bag?
real.
Facts.
That's the cheapest way to get a lobster right there, unless you go to the ocean and dive in that motherfucker.
I
Aquaman,
ain't
that
doing
bitch. You know what I mean?
Yeah, nah.
Other than that, yeah.
That nigga was devious for that, bro.
That
Yeah, niggas torturing the lobster and then ate that nigga at the end of the day.
was
Not even
bad
at the end
work.
of the day, like hours later.
I like that y'all do
That's
that
insane.
kind of shit though. Y'all just throw it in the mix. Y'all don't like
Yeah.
focus on that, corny shit. I'm sorry.
Nah, that shit was corny.
So,
But it's-
Yeah,
Nah,
that's
I'm
what I
not
was gonna
calling
say.
it
I was thinking of I was trying to think
That's
of
what I was
a
gonna
I
learn.
know what
Corny,
low
but
hanging
it's
fruit
worth
look
it.
like. That's not low hanging fruit.
Why not?
Nah,
We've done it, bro.
Cabin.
We reached for low hanging fruit, bro. We've done it.
like low hanging.
Yeah,
Nah,
what
I
happened?
ain't
Like
gonna
what?
put nobody.
I'm
on
interested,
blast.
was funny.
I'm interested in how you about to describe this because I feel like when we was coming up with the concept, we was definitely saying it is something easy, low maintenance. Like what? That's what that means, bro.
It's some fun shit to capture on camera, but like I wouldn't
Okay,
say it's
okay.
low hanging fruit in the sense like there was still intentionality in that. You feel
What
me?
was that? What was the intentionality?
Just how it was chopped up. It didn't look like it was just pieced together and it was like some.
No, it was dope. It
You
was
feel
funny.
me? Like
It was funny
everything
as
that
shit.
come out.
Yeah, we did that shit in the
Is
fucking
quality.
Boston Public Library. Niggas almost got kicked out the
shit.
library
Yeah,
for
that
that.
was some fun.
With
Kick the nigga out
with
the
the
room,
With
yo.
the live lobster. With the
Yeah.
live
Whose
lobster.
idea was this, Rob? Rob, you
Had
did
to
this?
be.
Come on, Rob.
Had to be. I feel like it was my idea to do it in the library, but like, nigga.
Yeah. Circumstances.
But
It's a
I ain't know he was going
combination.
for lobster.
That's
Just
funny.
Cooking
You
up.
know what I mean, I would have ripped the lobster tail off. Like, fuck this. I'm out with this.
Gotta get
That's
y'all
some mischievous
This is the
shit.
best part right here, son.
No bullshit.
But for the people who don't know who you guys are, right?
Yeah.
Like, I know our fan base is very different from y'all fan base. You guys have
No bullshit.
a broader, plethora of people, like
Y'all fans don't
just
fuck with us.
variety of
I
people.
feel like there's some intersectionality.
And I know
no,
that
I
there's
seen
some
a lot of-
overlapping there. I know there's some overlapping
a little
there.
bit.
I know some people
When
who know
niggas-
both of us type shit.
I feel like you.
Squad joins up, their fans join in.
Right.
Yo, when niggas
But
start
you
hating
entertain
on
that shit.
I love it. It's like
What you mean?
dominoes.
You be
Niggas
I don't
entertaining
feel like
me.
we was
Entertaining
responsible
what?
for none of that.
The niggas
No,
who
not y'all.
hold on. The niggas who be coming at you for being a little too, I guess, harsh with the words at times.
Oh yeah.
You entertain it.
Yeah, that's just great.
Yeah.
Oh, Charlie,
But that's really me though. Like I think people
That's not the
forget that
pod,
shit.
LB.
Like
I just love when they come together like Transformers, yo.
yeah. Voltron.
No, wait, can I be
Voltron.
honest with y'all?
Yeah,
Y'all die on hills that like it's not worth it.
but is it
We
not?
still alive.
You know what it is?
But like I see niggas write articles on you like going far as hell.
But what are they doing though? How is that? How successful have they been from muting us?
Facts, right? Time will tell. I
So,
don't know.
yeah.
But
stack up? Who
Feel you.
knows? Who knows where
Whatever.
that goes?
that's the real thing, you feel me? Is that you really never know until it's like, hey, but let's see what niggas do, you feel me? Type shit.
Yeah. So good luck to them niggas. You know what I mean? But anyway, let the people know who y'all are, man. Quick introduction, each one of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, there is. We can get into that, man. But I want these guys to just kind of,
these
give the
my
people a
niggas,
little
man.
bit
Yeah,
of,
what
of
we gotta do it
themselves, man.
What camera I look like?
Nah,
Looking
introduce
right here,
yourself,
right here?
bro. Don't-
Hey man, you already know how we rocking.
To my left, like, nah, nigga.
You gotta do it that way.
It's Rod the 508
got
God.
you.
I got Tomo with me. I got
Swag.
Nate Nix with me. I said Nate Nix. I
Yeah.
said Nate Nix. And I got Saint Ease with me. You
What
already
up?
know.
I
had too much alcohol.
Yeah.
Man.
They got me schmeez.
You got
Feeling
two
good,
shots.
though.
nigga.
Facts,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you be all right. But yeah, man, we here, man. Glad to be here. Shout out to
You know what
y'all.
I'm saying? Yeah, you know, CWTFB. You know what I'm saying? We about to rap
Wow, you
today.
said it
The
right.
hottest podcast
Yeah,
decided
hey.
to do some charity work, so we here, nigga.
Stop
Damn.
it.
We don't do
I know this nigga was waiting to say that
We
shit.
don't
Stop
do
it.
I know you was waiting to say
charity,
that.
nigga.
Stop it.
Hell no. When they say, do you want to round up to donate? Hell no. Give me my change.
Nigga,
St. Jude's
shit.
is struggling.
Shit.
What the fuck, where it's going, nigga? What are you talking about? Nah, y'all niggas know we had to have y'all on here.
Of course.
Like, this-
Y'all do your thing.
Yeah.
When we talk about music podcasts out of the city, I can't think of anybody else but y'all. I don't think there's anybody else that really embodies music podcasts. Like, you got guys who interview musical artists, but are they music podcasts? Like that's not what a lot of other people do.
you hear that?
You guys
BMX?
actually do that shit. So that's why I
Boston
wanted to have this
Music
meet.
Podcast.
And you guys are all like artists
Yeah,
within
we all do
yourselves
our
and
thing.
on multiple levels. You know what I mean? Like it's not
We all
just the
rap.
music.
Is that why you
I mean,
niggas don't like
right,
talking about
nigga.
other artists though?
That's why I don't like.
Wait,
talking about
what
it.
makes y'all? What makes
do
you think
though.
we don't like talking about other artists? We talk
Like
about
y'all be.
I don't like talking about other artists, bro. No bullshit.
Tiptoeing, bro. Y'all don't be.
I give it up.
Whoa.
Oh.
Yo, bro.
Yo, can we get a pause count on the episode? No bullshit. Like, every time
Yo, this nigga came in ready to.
He said it so boldly too.
I give it up. Like, yo. Like, niggas hope that shit is. He's like, I want to make sure niggas know this.
help you that
Yeah.
I'm first in line right here.
Nigga proclaiming that shit.
Nah, what you talking about? You saying we tiptoeing around what?
See, my fault. Maybe I'm
yeah. See, you
uneducated.
just not
See,
tapped in.
yeah, I
Yeah.
wasn't tapped in.
Okay.
So y'all focusing on doing that.
For
'Cause
sure.
I wasn't hearing enough of it from y'all, and I feel like it needs to come from y'all, just like we deliver it.
I think
You know what I'm saying?
we definitely recognize that, which is why we started doing that.
Real
You know what I mean? Where it's like we really got to put ourselves in a position where like we're really critiquing niggas.
Yeah.
Trying to see niggas like get better at this shit.
Yeah, because niggas be moving funny, bro. They be moving like they're on top of the world type shit. And I'm like, bro, your blog is not the world. You feel me? So it's like a lot of times niggas have to remember that when you're talking about making music, like it's like a difference between being like a performer, being like a creative, and being like an artist. You feel me? An artist is someone that can do like all the different things that are like needed of them to be able to create and curate their art.
Right.
And like sometimes people forget. So it's like it's not necessarily about bringing them back down to earth, but it's more so just about reminding them consistently. You feel me? That like from other artists to you, that like there's more than just like that one thing that you're doing. There's more than just this clever line here, this clever line there. It's like, you know, what's the consistency? You feel me? What's it looking like?
It's constructive criticism, no bullshit.
Facts.
A lot of niggas be around yes men, but I haven't done the episode of the rhyme and reason shit just because like I feel like I'm in a mind space to like give niggas feedback. I'm focused on what I'm doing, no bullshit.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Nigga don't care
Rhyme
about
and
the
Reason
community.
used to be we used to do a different podcast. We used to review like the whole project. I feel like I don't want to review a nigga single because it's like it's just a single. Like I don't get much depth from like artists. You feel me? Type shit.
Right.
But
Type shit.
It's cool though, cause like
I don't know if I got the attention.
But he
span
don't like
for
want to do
whole
a whole
album.
project, so
Bro.
it's
Like unless that
But
shit's
nah,
elite,
that's the thing, though.
That's the only way I'm taking a plunge.
That's the
You feel me?
thing.
My time is very
I
valuable.
would review a nigga whole album because it take a lot of effort and energy to make a whole album. Anybody can make a single. I feel like I'll have more respect for an artist trying to take an approach to make a whole album.
But you know what I think is what is valuable about Rhyme or Reason is because like there's a different approach. You feel me? With when you guys do your ratings, you guys are sitting on that music. You guys are giving it another chance. You guys are listening to it, giving it the benefit of the doubt sometimes.
us, it's first time listen.
Like this is first time listen. And that's most people.
Live.
Most people are only gonna get the first time listen. So if you don't capture them with the first time listen, then that says enough. You know what I mean?
no bullshit.
Not everybody's gonna go tap into the album.
And that's why you gotta listen to shit multiple times. Like I can't just listen to something once because I ain't gonna lie. Blazo Santana, R.I.P. the Dead Man. The first time I heard his joint, his album, was ED for L. That's the E's dollars for life. I didn't like it. Like I was in the car, I put it on. I forget where I was going. I was headed to like the Cape or something. Maybe that's why I wasn't ready to hear no hood
He's
shit.
like, I'm getting
I
out
was
of
going
this.
to
Get
the
into a whole
Cape.
different
Like, you know what I
environment.
mean?
Yeah,
I
like
need a
different
And I'm
mindset.
like, I'm listening to this dude from OP, like talking about some hood shit, and I just wasn't in that mode. And I'm with my man in the car, and he's like, "Nah, this ain't it, bro." And then I played it back again. I'm like, "Nah, I gotta listen to this again." And I'm like, "Nah, this motherfucker's spitting."
That shit was
And then, like, till this day, it's still in rotation. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I always say, like, you gotta go back and listen. You know what I mean? Like, it don't, because sometimes you might be listening to some shit and you're not in the right mode or whatever.
That's true.
You know what I mean? So,
weed bad. You know
but
what I'm saying?
I do, I do like that we started doing that because it introduces us to like people that we didn't even know about. People are hitting us up like, "Yo, radar shit." I'm like, all right, you know, sometimes I don't want to because I already know.
I
I be
was about to say,
predetermined to
yeah.
not like this shit.
Type
Every
shit.
single week, y'all got to listen to some shit. Y'all don't know what y'all gonna get.
No
Yo,
bullshit.
but that's the beauty of it.
No
Yeah.
bullshit. I easily go through it like, yo, what have you done prior? Like, I need some work prior. Like,
You want like context.
Nah, you don't need context. I think it's beautiful when you hear it blindly
I agree.
because music is music. It's gonna you're
type
you're
shit.
either gonna
I'm talking
identify
about-
with it or you're not, bro.
I'm talking
straight
about
up.
who I choose to rate. I don't want to just any nigga send me an album and let's rate it. Nah, that nigga gotta be putting in some work, bro. You know what I mean? Like,
facts.
I'm
That's
about to be
valid.
spending this shit for a week. Like,
That's
what
valid.
you mean?
Can't do
Like,
that.
Not just trying to
Everybody.
listen to anything. you
like
feel
that's
me?
crazy.
'Cause that might be
like,
that person, the only project that they gonna put out ever, maybe.
Sometimes you only need to listen to it once, bro. No bullshit.
think
You know,
so?
like you listening
Sometimes.
to it twice, that shit just hurting your brain cells.
I've heard shit one time and was like, yo, this shit is it.
Yeah.
Right.
Heard it again, it was like, nigga, yeah, it's still it. Yeah, I mean, so like, I get what you saying, but like, it's when you find the imperfections where you're like, yo, like,
I gotta know what this criteria is. You feel me? Because I hear y'all talking about the ratings,
Yeah.
and y'all go like a whole 5 minutes talking about like I ain't fuck with that shit, blah blah blah. 3.2. Like
I'm not gonna lie though.
Yeah,
That shit made me want to go listen to it.
no bullshit.
You know how many years shit? Cause I'm
Yeah.
like, why do y'all not fuck with it that bad?
They said why.
But like,
you gonna make them harp on it again?
Listen,
They said-
I want to feel it though.
You see,
I want to experience it with
that's the
that.
thing. But that's the thing,
It's not
right?
enough to know. I gotta feel it.
It's 5 pillars, right? Lyricism, authenticity, cohesiveness, engineering, and production, right?
Engineering.
5 of those, right? Everything gets rated on a 5-point scale.
Yeah.
Then you average that out, and then everybody who rates, we all average those numbers out. And then that's how we come up with our score, right? And it's not just me and Cash, it's the team. So when you have different perspectives on different music, sometimes I might really like something and the score don't really say.
most of the time, me and this nigga like that same shit. Bro.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
So it's like,
But I think that's the beauty of it, of us extending it to the team, because now you got different perspectives, different people who do different things.
How much does it hit overall? Not just
Right.
like for a
Right,
small
not just
sample size type
niggas
thing.
who like street music, because that's what we gravitate to.
That's valid.
You know what I mean? So now you got different people with different perspectives who do different things, who are creatives within their own, respects. So I think it's dope the way that
it's
the numbers
fire.
come together.
I love how the numbers work.
And that's why it's funny, because like sometimes you'll see us talk really high at somebody, and then they'll be like 3.1.
Yeah.
They're like, wow, like, what the fuck?
It's a-
So I'll be
who
damned.
who else has the scores? Like who else is putting up the scores for
Niggas
the
on the team.
Nigga want the governments.
Yeah.
You gotta know who's behind the
cards.
scores.
It's like, go ahead and
figure out-
point them out.
What is your
Come
project
on,
get?
You feel me? Like I gotta know who
like
these
how many
guys-
people?
it was-
Hold on.
Niggas in
What
the group
what
chat.
did your project get when they rated your shit?
It was like 3 Son, right? Older Places.
Yeah.
I did Older Places and the one I did with Fuego.
Yeah.
I appreciate y'all with the one with Fuego because I got a little shout out.
I don't remember exactly the score.
I don't remember the Fuego one, but
It was. Why you say like a 3-pound sign? Like,
it was 3 Son. I
Bro,
seen it.
I mean,
What is
All
a 3.9? That's basically a. I said if it was a 3.9, that's basically a 4.
right.
And
Like,
you
know
could be
what I
like
mean?
4 something. I would have 4 something.
I don't want no
Yeah.
basically. I want it to be a 4.
What's the lowest score y'all get? Y'all have given
I
somebody.
think today.
I think today was the lowest.
Today was the
Word?
Really?
So y'all never give it 0?
That's history.
No.
Give it up for that. Like no.
Because you gotta think about it.
Yo, if I really give a nigga a 0, that's really me telling that nigga like,
Stop. That's enough. That's enough.
yo, like, yo, the fuck is you doing? Like,
A 0 is crazy.
yeah, like,
Think about it.
You didn't meet any of the
Because you got to do some type of screening.
you gotta
before
like
you
a
even-
beat. They gotta be a hot beat that I gotta be like,
at
Before
least
you
that.
even decide to rate it, it's like, nah, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to know that,
feel
like,
you.
I'm going to enjoy this to some type of level. Because, like, even the joint that we gave the lowest score today, you know, there was certain records that I could see where he was trying to go with it. Where it's like, I don't think that he's non-creative at all. I just want to play it again. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, it's not like, it's not for me, bro.
That's not a diss to say it's not for you.
Right. It's just not my thing, bro. I'm pretty sure there's somebody who's like, oh, nigga, this shit hard.
I love that shit.
You know what I mean? And that's what music is, bro.
Yeah.
Like, there's motherfuckers who going around listening to Bruce Springsteen, my nigga.
No bullshit.
Yo,
Who the fuck is that?
Right.
You don't know that?
You know what I'm saying?
You a nigga. You are a
That's
Negro. No bullshit.
proud of you.
No bullshit. I was fucking with that. No bullshit. You a blessed individual.
Yo,
bro.
you
who's
see,
that?
like rock and roll niggas like him, bro. They could
blessed
perform on
individual.
80 with an oxygen tank.
Right.
Sell
And
out
niggas gonna be like,
Gillette
yeah.
Stadium.
Facts.
But motherfucking Rock Kim could come out to the motherfucking House of Blues and won't even sell that bitch.
I'm gonna be
out,
there
man.
though.
It's
I'll
just
be there.
crazy.
Yeah.
Nah,
be
That shit's
Capping.
wicked, bro. It's
niggas,
wicked, bro.
niggas was
Happen? What?
He is not
just
pulling
saying,
up
like,
on
I went
Rock
to the-
Kim.
I went
How
to
long?
Depends
How
on the
long do
day.
y'all think it's gonna take hip hop and rap to get like that? Like where like a nigga could be like, it don't matter.
Jay-Z's 80.
Like Drake. Like when Drake if Drake make it, let's say Drake make it to 90, right? You think they gonna sell out a Drake concert at like
No.
So here's the thing.
85?
It depends. It depends though, right?
Right? If he's like still in
Depends on how
like
he's
For
able to
sure,
reinvent
like
it.
that nigga don't gotta perform.
think
Just turn the
Drake-
music on. We
No, but the
good.
thing is, I think Drake's a little too accessible. Like he's
Look at-
too in the mix.
Yeah, he
You know
doesn't
what I mean?
stop
He doesn't.
creating.
He doesn't disappear enough.
Yeah, he
I feel
doesn't
like
stop.
yo,
Ain't
I'm
Snoop
watching
doing that?
shit to go
Snoop
see
do
him
shit
and he
like
pop out.
that.
Kendrick
50.
might be able to pull that shit off.
Yeah,
Jigga
true.
could do it too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jigga could do it.
That's
Yeah.
true. These
I
are
think-
good names because 50 could really still do it.
He's doing it right now.
T-Pain was just
Yeah.
on some shit like that.
He's doing it now.
But that's the thing. I feel like with Drake specifically, like he has to find ways to like reinvent it because it's like again, like he's too in the mix. There's no real reason to like you see it. It's like you miss it. There'll be another one like in a year or two or whatever.
Year or
Well, he
two
got a
at
new album
least.
out now.
Dropping-
Right,
dropping-
dropping a day
But then
apparently.
even with that
Not
in mind,
tonight.
right? It's like it's also like the performance is like not anything to like sneeze at. You feel me? It's not anything like too special or anything like that. So it's like you miss it, it'd be smooth. You're not gonna miss it. But like in 20 years, it's gonna be like, do you really like? Was that how valuable was that experience? Was it the
Yeah.
experience itself, or was it the like quality of the experience provided? You feel me? And I feel like it's not usually the quality of the experience. It's more so just being there. It's like you could just be there. It don't matter.
That's when Bruce.
I don't think he has that type
Like,
of
Type
music.
it's just them being there.
Facts.
The nigga ain't up there rocking the show, nigga.
Yeah.
He up there like
listen to it
begging for
enough, but
oxygen.
Nigga geriatric.
Yeah, bro.
He barely can breathe.
On that dog, he
You
got
can
he's
say
on
he's
the
geriatric.
Type
Is
shit.
it fair
That's
to
crazy.
is it fair to say like rap performances are I want to say they're the worst, but it's like the most inaccessible. Like it's like unless you know the lyrics, what can you really do at a rap concert? Like bob your head?
Nah, bro. You could dance,
Oh,
bro.
that shit hard,
Yeah, you
like,
would dance,
Yeah,
bro.
do you even
that's a
like
whole
rap?
different
I was about to
genre.
say,
Like,
Nah, you could
what,
dance to
what
rap
made
music.
you love hip? What makes you love hip hop?
Like,
the
yeah.
lyricism of it, you feel me?
Right.
So,
So,
it's like
can
when I'm
listen.
at a show,
But
it's
that's
gonna
what it
connect
is.
deeper with
Facts.
me if I know the lyrics beforehand. I'm rapping with you, you feel me? I'm
You don't
spitting that shit
necessarily
back.
have to know the
That's
lyrics.
the
You don't
point
know
in a
these
rap
niggas'
show.
lyrics?
Hold on. I'm trying to see where you're
How's
going
that different
with
from a
this.
rap show?
Because what
they
he
black.
was talking about was artists growing old and becoming legendary and still doing shows. So what are you talking about?
I'm talking about a whole different thing where you ask when is hip hop gonna reach that point. I think it's a little bit harder for hip hop in that sense because it's not like dance music where it's like it don't matter what plays. Like you
Rock and
still
roll.
Well, I
gonna
was gonna
feel
say, like,
that
what about
shit.
rock and roll? What's different?
I'm
It's
not
just body
speaking about
movement.
rock and roll and shit.
Why not? That was the
Nah,
bro.
so you-
Up into hip hop, that was the biggest genre.
There's probably
Which is a
niggas
hip-hop,
who, it
bro, that was
doesn't
the
matter.
biggest
It
genre.
could be the first time you ever heard that song and you just
So what you saying is you can't
feel me?
dance
Like,
to rap
Niggas
music.
be on some, we're not gonna take it.
Type
you
shit.
might bump to that shit.
No, we're not gonna
But if a
take
nigga's
it.
if a
That's
nigga's
lyrics.
spitting some shit at you,
Come on, bro.
He's spitting the hardest shit at you, bro.
Nigga,
You feel
but
me?
that's
it's
some
like, all you can
rebellious
do is
shit.
just like,
You could dance.
That's
bro.
I don't agree.
Nah,
I don't see where you're going with it.
I don't see
You know
where
what it
you're going with
is?
neither,
Like I
because-
said, I feel like what it comes down to is when you think about like hip hop, I feel like you're looking at it from a very like the type of hip hop that you like to listen to most type shit.
Maybe
You
so.
feel me? But I feel like generally, like if I go to a show, like I hear a nigga rapping, I'm just like, oh, this shit's hard. You feel me? Because I'm like listening to what he's saying. I'm also looking at the performance element of it. There's mad shit that you could focus on, but I feel like you only focus on one part. So for you, it doesn't hit. But that's you
Yo,
though.
son, the company that I work for, the owner did a employee appreciation day at Big Night Live with 50 Cent
That's
as
guys.
the headliner.
That's some crazy
That
shit.
shit was up.
bro.
you know,
Me and my
every
man
hit,
from
my
the
nigga.
around the way. This is my man, and he's also one of my top salespeople.
Yeah.
We in there like, cause he got hit like I got hit, but he ain't fucking breathing. All these Saxons looking at us, nigga, like, oh shit.
You proving my
You know what I
point
mean?
though. Why did it
So-
hit for you and your coworker, but it
Who
didn't
said
hit
it
for
didn't?
them?
Wait, he didn't even.
Nigga,
you heard
you
that
want to
shit
hear how
before.
the owner of the company introduced him and said, "You guys call him 50, but I'm gonna call him $150 because that's how much he cost me tonight." Right?
Yeah,
Everybody knows 50 Cent,
That's
bro.
some real white people
Everybody.
shit right
Yo,
there, boy.
you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Like, everybody know the nigga, bro. Like,
they was getting them niggas out that night.
so
Facts.
it's gonna hit, bro. It's-
Facts.
and people are gonna go there because I looked
talking
around.
about legends.
I looked around. All a
talking
nigga really need is a little bit. You saw all the white people.
Wait, but hold
the
on,
beat,
hold on.
bro.
You're saying you talking about legends, but we're only talking about legends.
Legends.
Even if it's rock and roll.
Yeah, we're
A
only
nigga
talking
who
about
wasn't a
legends,
legend
bro.
ain't making it that far in his
Only talking
career.
about
You right,
Type
you right,
shit.
you right. If you
Because
keep
we're
it
talking
with that
about Bruce
context,
Springsteen being 80,
legacy act.
selling out the Gillette Stadium.
He's
is
a legend.
crazy.
So let me ask you. Brought up Rakim as an example. Why do you all think then there's a disconnect? If he was to host a show at House of Blues, why it's not gonna hit as much as Bruce Springsteen?
That shit ain't hitting, bro. I'm sorry.
That's a golf
I'm not gonna. I'm not trying to bump that, bro. I'm not trying to bump that, bro.
I think the biggest reason why social media culture, right?
Yeah.
Now you got. I went to a Rakim concert a few years ago. My wife got me tickets to the all the hip hop tour. It was Ice-T, Bone Thugs, EPMD.
Oh yeah.
It was EPMD, Slick Rick.
Yeah, see.
They had to get everything. They had to put the Avengers together.
Bro,
I'm not
fuck
going
with
to that.
How much were the tickets?
Slick Rick's
and Ghostface and Raekwon.
What was the venue?
Okay, Raekwon was there.
It was a small
might
venue,
kick.
the Wilbur Theater, bro.
Look at that.
They got the
You see what I'm
Avengers
saying?
together just to get the Wilbur Theater, bro. That's crazy.
See, but that shit
nice
was
venue,
packed.
though, Rob. Why
I
you
was
shitting
shitting
on
on
venue?
venue,
though?
Shitting,
bro.
bro. I'm just
It's because they black.
making
But you gotta
observations.
but you
bro.
gotta
The
understand,
rock
bro.
niggas be white.
Here's the difference. From the moment that we walked in to the moment that we walked out, everybody was standing up. Not one moment was anybody sitting down.
Everybody
bro.
who was there was absolute true fans.
Yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's my point. That's my point. It hit harder when you tapped in. Like, for example, we went to the Stove God Cooks in what's his
I
name?
fucking love Stove God.
Stove God Cooks.
West
Crazy.
Side
That's my
And what
shit.
was it? West Side Gun? No, it wasn't West Side Gun. It was
Conway.
Conway.
Conway, okay.
You feel me? Everybody in that shit hit because
boy.
everybody in that building knew the lyrics, bro. They was rapping that shit. But if I told a random person, yo, just pull up, you're gonna enjoy this. You think they're gonna enjoy that?
That's not necessarily true, bro. That's
If I
saying
like hip hop,
Yeah,
the
I'm-
other
not
show.
enjoying
You like
If I
Coke
like
rap,
hip-hop.
you gonna enjoy it.
I've been to the Middle East where what's the nigga? Dang, I don't want to shit on his name, but he do a good music showcase.
Oh, it was LC?
oh yeah, JLC, yeah.
Shout out LC.
100 niggas on this bill. Who I
Bullshit.
don't know.
And it be
You know what I
lit.
mean? Like I'll know like 15% of them. Then the rest I'll be, catching surprises. And like that's how I heard certain
Facts.
niggas like no bullshit.
That's why it's a
like,
showcase type shit.
Yeah,
It's like you
like,
gotta
it's
discover
like-
some people.
And that's how I am. Like as a fan of hip hop. Like you
Facts.
first gotta be a fan of hip hop. Like I'm not saying like nigga drive around with a rock and roll song. We ain't gonna all be like, hey, oh shit, what the fuck is that?
Type
Nah,
shit.
like you really gotta be a fan of it. You know what I'm saying? Like so it's
So it's
like
like, are you a fan of hip hop or are you a fan of some hip hop artists?
yeah, it's
Right,
like you
right.
what
There's
is
a
it?
difference. It's huge.
Yeah,
difference, bro.
absolutely.
I'm thinking about what both sides is really saying. I feel like it might be like an accessibility issue. You feel me? With a lot of these white artists, a lot of people grew up listening to that shit.
Right.
You know, whether they're watching baseball games, whatever. When it comes to rap,
It's been alive longer.
it's been alive longer. In rap too, though, like it's almost closed off because it's explicit. You feel me? You have to reach a certain point in your life where it's like then it becomes more accessible to you.
That's why we did the time.
There's a lot of
playing it
rock.
on the radio
There's a
though.
lot of rock that's
But
explicit
even that,
too,
but that's
bro.
now though.
These motherfuckers.
That's now.
Been
Still
for
on
like,
the radio,
for
like,
like
in
past
their
20,
wrist.
30 years.
Letting
That's
that
only
shit
20
spill
years.
in a bowl.
That's not long.
And then y'all gonna take a sip
Nigga,
from the bowl.
I've been on the radio since the 90s.
You gotta think about what was Ozzy
talking
Osbourne's
about?
crew?
Even
What was the
then,
name of his shit? Ozzy Osbourne.
Black Sabbath.
Black Sabbath. That was the craziest shit
That
I've
shit's
ever
no
heard.
bullshit. That shit was God.
GG
bro.
But that
Allen.
shit was fire though.
Facts.
Like you're not gonna tell me Black Sabbath wasn't it.
And if
You're
that
not gonna
nigga,
tell me Guns N' Roses wasn't it.
Type
Those
shit,
niggas
facts.
was not clean.
facts.
Them niggas was hard.
And if them niggas hit the
Pause.
stage today selling
Like,
out,
Then I don't know, bro. It's racism, nigga. I don't
that's
know.
what I'm saying. 'Cause niggas is black. Let's keep it a bean.
I'm trying to find an answer, bro.
It's like niggas see the
no
tone
bullshit.
and niggas be like, I bet.
Not even that,
We
too.
gon- we gon'
The other
keep
day,
y'all
Earth, Wind, and Fire was at TD, and it was mad people there,
shit's
no
crazy.
bullshit.
Facts.
Earth, Wind, and Fire is different though
different.
because
That's
different.
All
it's
them niggas
they're
not
a
even
band
alive.
first.
Yeah.
They changed so many times, so it's hard to compare them to a lot of people.
Them niggas
You know
still
what I mean?
touring?
And they,
Yeah, I mean, some of the core people are still there.
I'm gonna say
I
that.
couldn't tell you who the core people are.
Not all of them
You
was
know what I mean?
alive.
I know,
nigga.
I know,
A lot of them
I know the hits.
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
I know the songs. Like if I hear the record, I'm like, yeah, that's Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
you
Like,
hear that, you go
like
up.
September, like you know what I mean?
Haitian
Yeah,
mother
niggas up.
knows
Yeah.
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Right.
So you
Yeah.
gotta
I
think.
So maybe
like
it's
Bob
because-
Marley type shit.
Yeah.
It was mad white folks out there though. I ain't
Like if
gonna lie.
Bob
bro.
Marley was
Yeah.
still alive, Bob Marley would have
was big.
sold out concerts.
Oh, yeah, you
up
bullshit.
until he's like, you
For
know what I
sure.
mean?
Maybe it's
For
that
sure.
like they haven't built enough of like a core fan base. You feel me? Outside of like just their demographic of people. You feel me? Because like Bob Marley's like who's Bob Marley's demographic?
Yeah.
Everybody.
Everybody.
I think Afrobeat about to be like that. No bullshit. I see that shit happening for Afrobeat. It's like
okay.
some
All right,
like-
I like where you're going with that.
because
right?
that shit's mad universal.
I like that.
I feel
Yeah.
like anybody in
Everybody
mad
like the
different
dance.
cultures will bump that shit.
You know, there's Saxons making reggae.
Yeah, nah, that's
Who did
bad.
that, though?
Yo,
The Lion King nigga, what the fuck?
The Lion King?
The nigga that made the soundtrack for the Lion King.
Not the Lion King, not the Lion
switch
King,
up
for
the
the Jungle
topic.
Book.
Yeah, you don't fuck with Carly Buds?
Carly Buzz.
Carly Buds is he's a one-off.
No bullshit.
He's a
Carly
one-off.
Buzz.
That's the
I hear them
Eminem
calling,
reggae.
no
No,
bullshit.
Carly Buzz is white. I don't think he's albino.
I only found out he
That
was
nigga is
white like
white,
last
bro.
year,
He's a
bro.
white
No
man,
bullshit.
bro.
I had a substitute teacher, white dude who was raised in Jamaica. So then I remember one time when I asked him, I was like, "Where you from?" He's like, "Jamaica." I was like, "Get the fuck out of here!" And then he turned the patois on, and that shit was elite.
he's like, oh,
and I was
shit.
like, "Oh shit!" This nigga really from Jamaica.
I wasn't
Shit,
familiar.
like, so Carly Buzz doesn't surprise me. But what was you gonna say?
what's good with your mans? I seen that clip. That was a hilarious ass
Who's my
clip.
mans?
The man's talking about, hey,
The white
you got,
man.
yo,
Lana
shout out
Merchant.
to the white man in
Yo,
every
who was that, bro? No bullshit.
Who's doing that, bro?
Y'all gotta ask him.
Y'all
Y'all gotta
didn't
ask
tag
him.
that nigga. I was looking for him,
Oh,
bro.
we tagged him. He might have untagged himself.
Probably did, bro.
But
That's
y'all gotta ask him, man. That's
that
my
was
man.
the worst take ever.
We
bro.
we
He
spoke about
he
it.
was drinking Moet.
He was drinking a lot.
He felt passionate about that shit.
Nigga, look, man.
That was concerning.
I-
He meant
it was
business.
weird. It was weird.
was
I
real
agree.
weird.
I agree. It was weird.
He started describing black tendencies and
Yeah,
He
that
was
was
just
that was
describing.
not it.
He was
That
just
was
describing
not
niggas
it.
being
Yeah,
poor,
it
bro.
wasn't-
I was
Yeah,
like,
he was just talking
damn.
about broke black people.
I was like, you poor now you black.
broke people. Just broke people.
I did not see
Yeah.
that.
I'm like, that's how you see it.
We don't do this.
Yeah. So
I'm
look,
gonna have to show me this shit
again,
after.
y'all gotta ask him. I can't speak for that man. I can't tell you what it is. We
just
spoke
ask
about
the
it.
questions. You
And
know,
then
niggas
and,
talk.
You know, we said what we said,
and then we get blocked.
and then that's it.
Damn.
Imagine that, bro. That's, I don't know.
John B, a nigga.
Yeah, I mean,
Niggas
John
gotta-
B.
Niggas gotta stand on
The
it.
dude who made the hit. What
That's
was
the nigga from Rhode Island.
Nah. He made a classic hit.
Ain't
the,
John B
the
from Rhode
R&B
Island?
shit.
What song?
You and me.
be from Rhode
Don't
Island.
listen
Monday,
to what people say. They don't
Tuesday.
know about.
The fuck is y'all niggas
you
singing?
I'm about to
and me.
listen to two different songs. Right?
Bro,
Yeah, it's two different songs.
I'm talking about the classic.
but that's the same
I
artist.
met a
Classic.
girl
Same
on
artist,
Monday.
yeah.
Took her for a drink on Tuesday.
Is
That
this
nigga's a
nigga?
sucker.
Why?
You know who I was raised by? Haitians. I meet that bitch on Monday. Wednesday, I fuck. You know what I'm saying? That's it,
He felt
nigga.
that, nigga. Look at
Fuck
him.
is you talking about? End of week. Thursday, new bitch.
Bro, you get around my uncles, niggas, the same shit.
On dead dogs, nigga.
That's what it
Fuck
is.
you talking about? I'm like, this nigga talking about 7
Oh,
days with the
man.
same bitch. Why are you singing about this shit?
Man, this is
You know what I mean? I ain't even your wife. Fuck out of here, bro.
That's
Drop a
hip hop.
bomb.
I'm good. But anyway, where was I going with this shit? I was about to go somewhere, then you brought this light skinned ass nigga John B. Fuck.
Did y'all see yourselves podcasting for this long?
Oh yeah.
Wait,
I mean, that's easy.
This
I mean,
nigga,
like that's
yeah,
that's
not
an
me.
easy.
Nah.
am I allowed to ask the elephant in the room?
What's the
This
elephant in
nigga
the
trying to
room?
kill us with that
Where's-
chicken.
That
No bullshit.
CM backpack is taking up a seat.
Yeah, we're the third.
Oh
cold.
yeah, I didn't want to do this anymore. That's it.
Really?
Yeah.
That's the answer. That's
Don't
my
let
sister.
that-
I love her. She don't want to do this.
As long
no
as the
more.
love's still here, you feel me? Because when y'all was on, it was like, yo, I've known this person since 13,
Yeah.
16, you feel me?
Yeah,
And then 1 week it just stopped.
yeah. That's how it goes sometimes.
I know
Dude,
bullshit.
As long as it's all good terms, you feel me? Everybody got their different journey.
They got. We know Mother Nature really is a woman. You know what I'm
A
saying?
backpack is nuts, though. I feel
Simply because of the transition.
The backpack is good. It gotta be so really good leather, bro. This is really good
That's
leather.
some top
my nigga.
tier
not
nigga
the
tree.
plaque, just
Brandon?
the backpack.
Oh,
We gonna throw the
backpack.
Getting
backpack.
there, Brandon. Oh,
yo, life is
This
wild.
was an anniversary gift from my wife.
Not a bag is hard.
She got Noble to stitch this shit, man.
I
You
do
got one too?
Yeah, no bullshit.
Bag?
yeah.
It's my bag too.
Right.
What's in the bag? No.
What's in the bag, though? You know what I mean? What we cooking
Yeah,
up
it's
with
in the
today?
real
Leather.
Like,
It's just
When this
leather.
shit's over, like, who goes home with it?
just one
Who you
bag.
think,
The bag, the bag
Now he
stays
go
here.
home with the bag. I take what's in the bag.
Okay. What's in the bag now, though?
Don't worry about what's in the bag.
I was like, what are you getting into?
We nosy. We cut cameras off and show you what's in the bag.
Yo.
Nah, but how did this happen, man? How did this collective happen? Like bad for the community.
Shit.
Like, are y'all friends for real?
Are we
No.
friends for
Yeah,
real?
I
I
like
feel
to
like
think
we
so.
probably
Wait,
co-workers
who
at
said
this
no?
point, right?
I like to think so.
Yo,
They
no
said no.
bullshit.
I'm
I be
I'm
talk-
friends with Nah, yeah, we're friends.
Nah, say what you about to say.
We're friends, right? But we're not like friends.
Niggas ain't your niggas.
Like y'all say it like this.
I'm learning
right?
a lot right now.
This nigga Eves, that nigga got his friend group. You feel me?
No bullshit.
Trips with
He
niggas.
do be on
This
some
nigga,
shit.
like, where
he
the
be like, bro, hip hop.
This nigga, that's why he's sitting in that
got
chair.
solo
I do be
hoes.
feeling like
I do be feeling
They
like
never
it's a
got
whole
friends.
range
They
of my
never got
niggas.
friends.
This nigga
They
Eves
never
pull
got
up like, yo,
friends.
I'm about to go to Houston with my niggas. I'm
like,
like,
damn.
I'm not going, nigga.
He got. I'm
I
like,
thought I
niggas
fit the
wasn't even
description.
thought
No
of.
bullshit.
This nigga, we're not his
Bro,
friends.
y'all like
Bro, this
bro
nigga
friends.
only.
Time out. How many times we been in New York together?
Couple.
What's
Bro,
New
last
York
time,
to
nigga, you
Puerto
left,
Rico?
bro.
So
You didn't even
Mexico.
stay the whole time, nigga. You left me out there, nigga.
They
left
really,
the nigga
Nigga went to
New York.
DR.
Oh.
no lie.
Wow,
They
this
came at
nigga's
you for
different.
wearing a hat. They was like really shocked that you wore a
Bro,
hat.
I knew this nigga
my
6
niggas,
years.
bro.
He
I
never
niggas,
wore a
my
hat.
niggas, bro.
Facts.
I fucking never
He
wore
just
the
started
hat.
wearing a hat. He's a new nigga,
Bro.
bro. Like he's a different. Like who is he? I don't even know.
Got some
What,
podcasts.
like what encouraged the hat wearery? You feel me? Like
Nah,
I
these
don't
my
need
this
niggas
moment.
though, no bullshit.
I needed this moment. It's a
Wow.
lot of clarity going on right now.
No, but no bullshit. Before
Nah, yeah,
before y'all go forward, I do feel like you're like, yeah, I mean, your own entity.
no bullshit.
As when I watched the
He
joint,
the
like
he the
you know
lone
what I'm saying?
wolf.
Cause you the one that be missing the most. You know what I mean?
See, I told you. I told niggas. You feel me?
No
You
bullshit.
bullshit.
Basically, when
Is
niggas
it Tomo?
is
I don't
know.
niggas is saying that your presence not as
Nigga, I
a
be
internet
there.
presence.
I beat
Facts.
So
it.
Your
when
presence not
Tomo's
as
not
firm.
on Bad for the
Pause.
Community,
I still
he's
be
doing
there.
like other shit.
Damn.
That's
I don't
fair.
really be seeing.
Said you're
Like,
not
I don't
doing
do other
mysterious.
shit neither. I don't
Bro.
do other shit neither,
What you
though,
be
bro.
doing, my nigga?
You're not
Need
doing
the
enough.
shoes,
B.
so like
You be
I'm just
shooting niggas?
calm, bro.
Buying hats.
Yeah, bro.
I get it.
Yeah,
Though.
that's
I get
crazy.
It. I get it. Niggas
Nah, I
gotta
mean,
get
like-
shot. Not enough niggas getting shot. Niggas is missing and hitting children, not hitting their targets.
Nigga said that.
Yeah, niggas don't got.
I want to clarify on that, nigga. You know what I'm
Facts, you be
saying?
shooting niggas, huh?
Nah, who?
See, we don't even know this
I
nigga,
ain't
bro.
got
Like every day, like we
You
learn
said that
something
shit
new.
proudly too. Yeah.
Fact, yeah, of course.
He crazy
Shooting
photographer.
Nah,
All the
all
time.
jokes aside, these my brothers for real. And I feel like
Yeah.
that's what like separates us is the dynamic. You feel me?
Yeah.
You feel me? I feel like if anything, like I said it to them, like we want to get guests on the platform, we want to highlight them, but sometimes that shit hurt us. You feel me? Sometimes people just want to see us.
Yeah, he don't be trying to get niggas on the podcast. No bullshit.
That's not true.
No bully.
You stingy?
I'm trying to get
Yes,
heavy hitters
sir.
on there. That's it.
I get it.
Feel me?
I mean, I feel you 100% on that because I always say I don't want to be the nigga to break an artist, right?
Type shit.
Like
It
I
ain't gonna
want to see the
happen.
work. Like I want to see you actually give a fuck about this.
I
shit.
feel like we broke some
You know what I
artists,
mean?
but I gotta believe in. I gotta see it. You feel me? Like it's not. We can't force something.
I don't want to be the first nigga to interview a nigga, bro.
Nigga
I
say
don't.
who?
I really don't.
Yeah.
Like, you know, maybe if they're really that lit. Like the only person I was upset about was Nate Speaks. Y'all had her on literally like a day or two before.
That was a whole.
That was
thing.
a whole-
That
Y'all
was
already
a
had
whole-
that recorded.
No,
Y'all some funny
niggas don't know.
motherfuckers too.
That was a
I
little
like
Cold War. That was a little
that
Cold
was
War.
cute. That was cute.
But
That
that
was
was it.
real cute.
I'm
Because
really
y'all
curious.
had that prior. Y'all had that recorded way before. Yeah, we record and then we drop.
Yeah,
y'all
we don't
record,
hold on to
hold. Hold.
We don't hold
It was
on.
summertime. When y'all, it was like
Don't do that.
Nah,
Nigga,
nah,
it was early summer.
It was like
that
2 weeks
wasn't
before.
early
It was
summer.
like 2
Yo,
weeks
you
before.
you really want to know the perspective? Because I'm not gonna hold you. It was a little Cold War shit. Y'all the homies. I got big
Just
respect.
before he even continues, though, this is like all in his mind. You feel like we have no like all three of us are just like I don't even like we just be in the same group chat together. So it's like we be like you see like it's just like message from
Just
the thing,
him?
and it's just like response to like we like you know just like exclamation
Reactions and shit.
type
Hey,
shit.
bro.
Like niggas is
We just
not,
be waiting
you know
too.
what I mean?
No bullshit. We just be waiting like yo.
I'm sure y'all recorded it. If y'all record every Thursday, you feel me?
Yeah.
Like y'all probably recorded Thursday. We had recorded it that past Saturday.
Okay.
You feel me? But I had to make sure to get something else out before then. You feel me? And I didn't feel no rush on it. I was like, yo, we sitting on a
Till the
good one.
freestyle dropped.
Facts.
And then no. It wasn't even a freestyle.
The clip
I
saying
seen the
that
pictures
Sunday
going
joint,
up.
yeah.
I was like, hell, I was gonna wait till Wednesday. I was like, fuck no, nigga. I'm not going to
I
sleep.
gotta drop
we
this now.
dropping this right
right
now,
now.
nigga. That shit blew up in my face. The freestyle dropped.
Yeah.
That's all the attention was. I was
That
like,
shit's
yo,
doing
y'all-
numbers too.
Y'all want
That
the
shit
battle?
got like
crazy.
12K, 13K.
Yeah, that shit was hard. So I can't even take anything
she
away
was
from it. I was like, y'all
shit
got
was
Nate
crazy.
Speaks.
She
No
went
bullshit.
crazy.
Speaks.
Nah, y'all had a dope conversation with her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And this is like another thing I kind of wanted to get into. Like, y'all, the way y'all conversations are is like, it's very different from Cash and I, right? Like, because we really come from like a very comical, very lighthearted standpoint. Y'all niggas be getting like layers deep with shit, man.
It all depends on the guest.
I be
feel
interested
like
in
certain
niggas.
guests
No
deserve
bullshit,
that.
pause. But I
You
be
feel
trying
me?
to figure out what niggas is up
You
to.
be interested in niggas, huh?
Yeah, nah.
Reiterating it might be pause worthy too. I'm not
Trying to
gonna
be mad
listen.
serious.
So what is it
no
that, like,
bullshit. I feel that.
do y'all not
sometimes-
want
You trying to be mad
No,
serious?
I don't be trying to be mad serious.
I was about to
Sometimes we
say.
pull it though, we be talking. I'll be like, damn, niggas have some serious ass conversations, nigga.
Yeah, bro. 'cause
You don't
life-
feel like that's not important? Like, that's
life be
important though.
serious, nigga.
Someone be like, it's some
It
It's
do be
important.
serious though. No
No
bullshit.
Imagine
bullshit,
somebody-
like, as
imagine
comical as we want to be, we be running into niggas who be standoffish, son. Like
Yeah, I
niggas
feel
be
you.
in here
Yeah.
like, hey, yo, what these niggas gonna laugh about? Yo, I ain't finna laugh, yo.
Niggas be wanting to laugh.
I ain't finna laugh.
Yo, I ain't laughing. Yo.
Nigga say, yeah, that was funny.
Yeah, so like I be dealing with that. I'm like, it ain't gonna change.
Yeah.
Cause once you leave, come next Thursday, somebody else.
Facts.
You know what I
Back
mean?
to it.
Nah, I
back
feel
to
like
it.
part of it is that like niggas, it's just like different levels to it too. Is where it's like, what are you trying to like get out of it? Sometimes like we get into real like interviewee like territory where it's like we're trying to like, you know what I mean, like figure out like something that's going on with the person, or like they share something, and we're just like, oh word, like, you know what I mean, let's expound upon that and figure out where we can go next or something like that. You know what I mean? Especially with someone like Nate, because like I feel like
I think that
Like,
body
having
of
known
work
her for a
deserved
while
that,
and then, like,
that
hearing
type
the
of
project,
attention.
yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah, it did.
so it's like
You know,
yeah.
It did.
If it's like someone I got love for personally, but like the artist side, I'm not super
be like
convinced.
that all
It's
the
like,
time, man.
you gonna be a host. You're not gonna be an interview. You gonna be a host.
Nigga said he be like that all the time.
I said, don't be like that all the time.
Oh,
I'm
okay,
saying,
okay.
you'll know some niggas don't get the Newberry Comics bag, man. That's
Nah, that was fire. That's fire. No bullshit. Shout out
some
Newberry Comics, man. For real.
Shout out Newberry Comics. Shout out Topo Chico.
No, don't start
Yo.
shouting out. I start seeing niggas sharing the same fucking
That's okay.
sponsors.
Who got the same sponsors?
Ass nigga, bro.
got the same
I don't like nothing, bro. This nigga too
Why you like
Hold on,
this?
let him
Bro?
talk real quick. I want to see
it's-
how he goes about
You
it.
like
It's
the
a fact.
first nigga to put the niggas on the slave ship. You was one
It's
of them
all
niggas
love.
from Africa.
I ain't getting on
But
that
it's
shit.
not
Everybody on
love,
that
He
shit.
was like,
Yeah,
he was
bro,
like,
you
come
got
on,
it.
Europe.
Yo,
Like,
you
it's
can't
all
take that.
love,
He said, all these niggas over there, get them.
but we still
25.
Bro, you don't want that title, bro. You
Like,
gotta
I'll
fight back.
Huh?
You don't want that
You
title.
don't want
type
that
of
title
title?
because you also the
No,
lightest one out of all of us.
They
nigga.
trying to throw some
Bullshit.
other shit on me. I'm just
Who's
saying,
us, nigga?
It's all love.
Did y'all sign
But
the
it's not always
petition?
all
Y'all
love.
signed the cancel
What
CW?
petition?
Y'all signed the
What
petition.
petition?
There's a petition.
Niggas got a petition? Yo, niggas going crazy.
Nah, how many
I ain't signed that
signatures
shit.
y'all
On my
got
left,
right
I
now?
ain't
Be
It
honest.
was over 500 signatures.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
what
wild, bro.
What the fuck
That's
is
the
that
thing.
gonna
Low
do?
key, that's some legendary shit though.
What is that
No
gonna do?
bullshit.
I can't
That's
sign
some
that.
real
Where are
notorious
these signatures?
shit.
I want to see these signatures.
That's
some
real
In
notorious
fact,
shit.
I want to
500.
add to the signatures. I
can't
want to
sign
sign
it.
it myself.
Too many niggas sign
Do
it.
that.
I want to sign it.
Like I'm like,
And then let's see what
I'm like,
happens.
that many niggas don't like it. It must be busting. I
That's
can't
a
sign
fact.
that. I can't sign that.
You gotta
I
look
love
at it as a
that
good
shit.
thing. That's a great thing. You feel
I
me?
love
That's like
that
earlier
shit,
with
And if
bro.
y'all
That
are comfortable being on that side of
energizes
things,
me, bro.
That's good shit.
do it. You feel
Like,
me? If y'all got the
got
heart for it,
500
like yo,
hating on you.
stand
I
on
have
the shit
no
y'all
problem.
saying.
If a nigga want me to die because I told him I don't like his rap, yo, bro,
That's wild.
don't like your rap.
Look,
Niggas ever try to
like-
fight you over the
Sometimes
ratings?
it's bigger than that though.
okay,
Niggas
go
ever
ahead.
try to
There's
fight
been
you? Listen
times
to me,
where
over the
there's been
ratings.
hold on. There's been times where you've made comments about certain, whether it's people in terms of how they identify or like their sexuality, things like that. And I think you be wilding sometimes. I'm not
On
gonna
the
lie.
podcast?
Is it on
Yeah.
the podcast? It be on the
I be on
podcast.
Twitter.
It be on social media.
Yeah, I was
too.
saying, no bullshit on the
Well,
Twitter.
like,
I'll be like,
It's
wow.
hey, bro, like
Let's get into it. Go ahead.
It's hills that you don't
Yeah,
necessarily.
you
gotta
definitely
die
a
in.
muted
You said
account
that
on
shit
Twitter.
earlier.
What y'all want to talk about? Roundabout?
You
Like,
definitely
two-way
a
street, what y'all
muted
talking
account on Twitter,
Talk
nigga.
about
No
the
bullshit.
tees.
about?
Tees.
No bullshit.
The tees.
Yeah, bro.
Talk about the
Okay, I'll say this.
the
I'll say
community.
this. It's one thing to be like, yo, I don't understand this. I don't, you know what I mean? It's not in my world. But like, go out of your way. What makes you want to like go out of your way to be like, I'm denouncing this? Like, fuck all
I
that.
want niggas to know where the fuck I stand.
See, but I thought it was different though, because when we was having a conversation about it, you was saying that it was that, well, it was like both in, where it's like that, but also like it's like kind of like a monologue. You feel me? Where it's like what's going on in your like when your regular life is just making its way to social media because it's your social media
Well, that too, but
Are you talking
there's
about
things that happen.
type shit. Yeah.
There's things that happen in the world, right? That if we're gonna talk about it as a media platform, I'm not gonna not give my stance. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is, bro. Like, cool. I'm not telling y'all niggas not to live your lives, but understand, keep that shit far away from me. Like, I don't give a fuck about it. That shit is weird to me. Whatever. It being weird to me does not stop you from doing whatever it is that you need to do. But understand that I'm not throwing that shit up, bro. I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, that's cool.
See,
like,
but that's different.
That makes
though.
sense. Oh, no, it doesn't make sense.
Because like not throwing it
does
up
not make sense to me.
I feel like that's different than like denouncing it like openly. You feel me? And like not even like denouncing it. I feel like it's like more so just like it's weird. Like you feel like it's weird, but it's like you don't have to like. It feels targeted. You feel me? Because it's like not only is it like the question of like where did it come from, but then it's also just like random stuff where it's just like, you know what, tearing them down today. Got to make sure. It's like you're trying to.
It's like say nothing.
When do I? So give me an example.
I can't put.
Nah,
there was a time.
I do have an example.
There was a time, bro. I opened up my phone.
Because I speak freely.
I opened up my phone. I was like, yo, this nigga wild.
This is the first time like I observed it. It was Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Nigga was like, nigga said, nah, because this was the first time I was like,
that because
nigga said,
if I said it, then I meant it.
No bullshit, but nigga said, yo, shout out to mothers, you know what I mean? Except for the trans one. The shout out to, I was like, what?
Except for the trans, y'all making it weird.
I was like, why?
You know why? You know why? You know why?
Why?
Because I was on the internet, and then there was on some trans shit talking about, yeah, happy Mother's Day to these trans men, whatever, trans women. I don't know how that done. I don't know anymore, bro. That shit's confusing, my nigga. It's trans something.
You see that?
But if there's trans in front of it, nigga, no, it's not happy Mother's Day, okay? It's happy whatever the fuck you was born day. All right, and if you wasn't born a woman, you shouldn't be able to get to say. Nobody should say Happy Mother's Day to you. Straight up. That's what I mean. That shit's weird.
I feel you. That's how you feel.
Wait. How do you define a mother?
Why not?
You feel me? Like
A woman, somebody who was born with a vagina, who was able to create a fucking person from their pussy,
because
nigga.
if you
somebody jizzed in them, and then 10 months later, a baby came out.
I would not
somehow, some
I would
way.
not take anything away from a woman. Like what a woman can do is like. You can't explain that. You feel me? That's godly work. You feel me?
Facts.
You know what I mean? We can't act like.
And that's a woman. What is a woman?
But that's not what we're talking about, though.
Yeah, we're not.
Because even when we're talking that, you're saying mothers. You feel me? Mother doesn't have to be someone that gave birth. It could be someone that adopted.
What?
It could be someone that adopted.
Okay, adopted
right?
is different.
But is it?
But
That's
it's a
someone's
woman.
mother.
It's a woman, a female who adopted. Not a man.
Why are
who
you attaching?
identifies-
Why are you attaching
not
motherhood?
a man. Not a
why are you
man.
attaching motherhood to
being able to
sex?
give birth.
Because that's what it is.
But it's not.
No,
We've
but
already.
it is.
What I'm saying,
You
it
just
doesn't have to
said
be.
someone adopting.
That's
different.
That's someone's mom.
same shit.
But it's a woman who adopted a child. If it's a man who turned himself into a woman and then adopted a child, you are not a mother, bro.
But not all women who are like assigned women at birth or assigned female at birth can even give birth. You feel me?
Facts.
Sometimes people have like diseases or like, you know what I mean?
And then they adopted a kid.
So what if
So then they
Tim?
became a mother.
But they're still a mother though. And does that
What
make
if-
them any less of a woman because they can't give birth?
No.
So then what do you mean?
But a fucking dude
What if
who
Tim?
turned himself.
What if
who
Tim
identifies as a
adopted
woman.
Kunta and he celebrated Father's Day,
Okay.
right? And then Tim wanted to become Teresa.
Okay.
Now Teresa wants to celebrate Mother's Day.
What's wrong with that?
It's weird.
I feel
That's
like
a chemical imbalance, bro.
Yeah.
That's a mental imbalance. If you
I could see where the perspective comes from, especially when you like it's all foreign to you. You feel me? But at the end of the day, it's like you associate other traits of what a mother is, and it's not just woman. It's like there's a difference between your mom and your father in the sense of like in the traditional sense of like your mother is like the caretaker. You feel me? Your mother is the nurturer, the person who's gonna be there for you. Blah blah. It's, you know what I mean? And then you associate fatherhood with like tough love and everything like that. Like those things don't necessarily got
I got
gender
two aunts.
ties to them. You feel me? It's just certain traits that you identify with those roles.
I got two aunts that never had children. We all call them mummy.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? Those are mothers. Like the way they took care of us as children.
So it's bigger than
Those are mothers.
bigger than just
You-
gender.
you
It's the
talk
role
about-
that they took on,
no,
right?
it is gender. Because if it was my uncle who did the same shit,
you call him father or like daddy.
he'd be
or
pops,
something.
or whatever the fucking case may be. I don't give a fuck how he identifies, nigga. Even if he was like, I'm a woman, I'd be like, no, the fuck you're not. I can tell you're not.
You don't think that's a force?
No, it's not a force.
Just to be like, damn, like I feel like that's how you want to live,
The
but I'm not
people-
about to
the
respect
people-
that. Especially
the
because it's not
people-
like he's doing anything.
The
to
people who wants to respect that and do that, cool, do that. But I'm just not that guy.
they're just selling.
That's
it
the shit
early
that I'm
now.
talking about.
Now
I feel like you can't even understand that separation unless you're privy to that information.
What information is that?
Whether they've changed genders or things like that. If you don't have that context prior, how would you really be able to determine that?
Well, that's the context that was given. If you're a trans person and you're saying you're a woman and you're not born a woman, that's what I'm referring to.
Wait, actually,
That is the context prior. It's like, oh well, I was Daryl, but now I'm Diana.
For sure, certain situations.
And I'm a mother now.
It can't be
always
weird
have
with your jacket though.
Always had that context.
Like it's like, even though it's weird, you can't just be like, all right, whatever. That's what I'm gonna respect you in that way and just call you that.
Look,
like that's what
you might be a great person, but that shit's weird.
I look at it like this too, because like we live in the U.S. You feel me? Like credit, that's not a real thing. You feel me? I think Ronald Reagan basically invented that shit, bro, and now it's forced upon us all. That shit's literally not a real thing, but we have to live by it in order to like find success and all types of shit. You feel me?
That shit fucked my life up, bro.
Hold on. So the way I look at it is like, niggas make shit up all the time. You feel me? Not saying that this is something that's made up, but it's like if this is what the way that someone wants to move, then it's like it is what it is.
I'm
not gonna hate on them for that or like tear them down or whatever. It's just like it is what it is. You feel me?
Difference is credit dictates my life. That shit don't. It never will.
It might.
It never will.
Now,
I don't know.
This is how it's made sense to me, right? To me, man, woman, that's tricky, right?
Yeah, because this nigga get caught up on that shit a lot. You know what I mean?
Nah, because I've had to make it make sense. Because I'm with y'all in the sense of like I'm skeptical. I'm not just gonna take whatever you tell me, and that's what it is. You feel me? Like it's got to still make sense to me. So how I've made it make sense is like, okay, man and woman, that could be like what sex organs you have, you feel me? And that's like more traditional. It's like, yo, you have this, you a man, but you gotta admit that there's a spectrum in terms of like femininity and masculinity. So that person might be a man in terms of like they got a penis, but they're a feminine man. They all the way feminine, like not a little bit, like 100% feminine, or they might be 100% masculine. That's how it makes sense to me.
It's the nigga in San Francisco.
It don't gotta be freaky.
Who did that.
It's a spectrum. You feel me?
Yeah,
it's just a
it was
spectrum,
like
and wherever you land on that, you know, wherever you land on it, because you not 100% masculine, bro. You got certain traits of you that could be identified as feminine. You feel me? So you might be 70% masculine, 30%. That's your breakdown. 85, whatever we gonna call it, you feel me? And then someone else, and someone else, this shit might be inverse, you feel me? And that's how I made it make sense to me.
Well, that's cool. Think about it like this. I got a cousin who's gay, right?
Okay.
He's my cousin, my first cousin, man. Like, I love the nigga. We grew up together. He recently came up to my sister the other day. He just admitted it that he likes both sexes, right?
Okay.
Cool. Say he has a child, right? Right now. And he take care of the kid. And he want to say, I'm the baby's mom.
Mm-hmm.
I will never repeat those words because it just doesn't make sense. You are not the baby's mom. You're the baby's father, right? Like, if you actually made the baby, right? If you fucking adopted it, cool. You're still the father, but you will never be the mom. There's no fucking way. Ever. This nigga got broad ass shoulders. He like 6'4", nigga. The fuck is you talking about?
I feel like what it comes down to is also just like, because I feel you on that, because it's like, then it's just like, it's like, not only is it confusing, but then it's also like kind of like off-putting as well based on like the roles that were assigned like from like the child's birth, right?
So black people could be white to y'all?
Nah.
Yo, don't do that.
That should be the same shit.
Nah. But I think,
right, like if a nigga identifies tomorrow as a nigga, and he's like, I'm black.
I'm black, bro.
The way I've been able to traverse these new territories is that if it don't affect me and it don't negatively affect other people, I don't care.
So how does what I think negatively affect other people?
Because
I have a platform.
because now you're making people feel uncomfortable about like if someone's who fits that, they're not more uncomfortable around you.
Like that's very unprovoked.
But also it feels like you're denying people's existence. You feel me?
I'm not the end all be all.
You're not.
For sure. And I wish people were more mentally tough, but that's not the case for everybody.
You have a reach. Right.
You have a platform, you have
and
a
I want
reach.
people to know that this platform
Don't nobody be
on
watching
that
this
bullshit.
shit.
You know what I mean?
Hey man, I feel you. I think what it is too is that like, you know what I mean, like we all play like different roles and different.
Chick-fil-A don't like that gay shit, right?
I do know.
Right. They stand on that
shit.
They for real. That's where we at with it.
Facts. Hey, shout out to
You don't think gay people go to Chick-fil-A?
Nah, gay people do be going to Chick-fil-A.
But I don't think Chick-fil-A
I be like,
also
damn.
promotes.
You know they kill the gay chickens first. Like I be like, that's wild. But it's just interesting because it's just like, you know, at least
all the chickens gotta die. Who gives a fuck?
That's not hate speech.
I don't think they actually do. I don't know.
I don't think Chick-fil-A
They might as well.
I mean, ultimately,
it's not hate speech.
It can be.
No.
Y'all are isolating a whole group of people, and those people might never fuck with y'all. If y'all cool with that, that's fine. Just the same way as Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A knows we might be alienating the whole gay community, but that's fine. We still.
But you know what's gonna happen? You know what's gonna happen? You know what's gonna happen? The motherfuckers who like hip hop are gonna have to see us, and that's really what it is.
I feel like it's mean though. It don't gotta be that way.
I don't give a fuck how you feel it is, nigga.
Like I'm saying, like I feel,
verbal
but it's
abuse ain't
mean.
real. Like
It don't gotta be that way.
You think it's mean? I don't.
Mind.
I think it's
You
honest.
need rhinoceros
I mean,
skin out
yeah.
here. You know what I mean?
But that's that.
Nah, for sure. It's like
Anything
one of
else
those
y'all
things.
got about what we be standing on? That's crazy.
Bro, you gotta tell me. I don't know your beliefs. You feel me? Like I don't know what you stand on. Like consistently.
Well, my thing
like,
is,
what
it's
the
just
whole-
more like I think
Jesus Christ is a myth.
Y'all religious? Yeah, I was about to ask. Like, are y'all religious too?
That's a little wild.
Like everything he went through. Like I think
that's
everything
not
all
believing
the
God.
stories-
Yeah, exactly.
I think
No,
Jesus
'cause
Christ
he's
is
saying a
real.
myth.
But
He's
like
saying a
the
myth.
stories were like,
Are you Muslim?
yeah.
He got
That nigga just did a bunch of
We
cool
talking
shit.
on the
And
mic.
they was gassing it.
You gotta be
Yeah,
very
that
specific
was-
about what
water
we
the
saying.
wine. Water the
I
wine.
think
Bro, he did
existed
that
as a
shit.
person.
They don't know that he came with both.
For
though.
sure, for sure.
But you talking about a lot of the stories in the Bible are crazy, bro.
Yeah, it's fake.
For sure.
Like you talking about Jonah.
Literally fables,
Jonah
yeah.
was in the whale's mouth,
That nigga was
and then
living.
he was in there for a minute, and then he came out. And he was
Yeah.
straight.
Shorty turned around, turned
can
assault.
happen.
You seen that?
Who was the
last
nigga
time?
in the lion's den?
So-
Right, that was
Yeah.
some wild shit.
Yeah. It's one of those.
Jesus walked on water.
Yeah.
He made a blind man see. Like, come on, bro.
Bro, you have to understand. Like you have to put it in context. You feel me? It was like Jonah went out there, nobody was with him.
You never
Came
seen
back,
a
he told
miracle?
niggas he did that shit.
That's what I'm saying.
Jesus
Cat.
he gave that nigga glasses, and that nigga was like, "Yo, what the fuck?" But like
Yeah.
niggas didn't understand
was
how
all
it worked.
cat.
You know what I'm saying? He came in
It
with
was
two
all
bottles.
cat.
One of them had wine in it, and he was like, "Oh, turn around."
He was walking on water.
Wow,
That shit was
nigga,
ice.
like, okay.
Like,
Right.
Made
You
some
feel me?
cuts.
It
Could
was
have been
ice.
ice.
Y'all
It
ain't
was
never
ice.
seen a miracle?
So it was all.
A whole car get smushed up, nigga survive that shit?
Fact, that's God.
It's called crumple zones and technology, my nigga.
Come on, man. Divine.
You know what I mean?
intervention.
Hey, see, you feel me? What's the divinity though?
But you gonna tell me that there's a human entity attached to that?
I didn't say it was human.
Jesus was
Jesus,
born by a
what
woman
you mean?
who allegedly
They
got
say- yeah,
knocked
nah,
up
they say
by a
Jesus is
nigga in the
divine
sky.
and human.
allegedly.
She got knocked up by a
Divine
nigga
and
in
You
the
think they was
sky.
lying about that too?
Bro,
She
that
didn't
nigga
want to.
lit.
Come on,
She didn't want-
Joseph was hitting that.
She didn't want to admit that she was out here.
Joseph was
She
getting
was
that
doing
pussy.
something.
Hey man,
That's the only way you get
But that-
pregnant.
but that story is hard though. No cap.
Story is tough.
No bullshit.
You know, it's the
It
same
kind of made
story
me
as
went looking
Hercules
for
in
one
Greek
of them.
mythology.
You know what I mean?
Yo, niggas is funny, bro.
Bro, that's a good story, bro. It just shows that when you're pure heart and pure faith, nigga, you can produce something that can change the world,
It's
nigga. No
literally
bullshit.
the same story as Hercules in Greek mythology. So what we're
sure.
talking about
A lot
with
of
religions
overlap.
and things of that nature, it's always the same shit that just keeps reflipping.
Well, that's not fair
and
because
repurposing.
Hercules was probably inspired by Jesus. So it's like,
Whatever, nigga. What I'm saying is this shit just gets
like that's not that
repurposed.
coincidental.
And whatever, bro. I don't care what story came first.
I
At the
don't-
end of the day,
That's not
it's
true.
just a story.
But yeah,
Greek society was established.
It's like
before Roman society.
the books you used
He
to
not
read in like
historian.
third grade where they had like a lesson at the end of it. You feel
Yeah.
me? It's like that's all that matters at
Yeah.
the end of it. Yeah,
That's
right.
it. That's it.
we're talking about all the fucked up shit we say. What else we got? What else?
Yeah, we say
I see what they're
Y'all
trying to
tell
do.
us.
They got us on their platform, so we gonna talk about all the sensitive ass topics.
And they gonna be like,
they gonna
see,
try
and
to cancel us too.
All right, so what else do y'all feel like y'all?
Ah,
talking
yeah,
about
what's
that?
next on there? What-
Y'all
What's the hot
ain't-
topic?
Y'all
y'all to
know
bring
more
it
than
up.
that. Y'all, nigga, 500 signatures says otherwise. Y'all know.
Anytime niggas talk about us, it's for bad, bro.
Yeah.
Niggas is never reposting our shit. Only when the freestyles is hot, they'll repost the freestyles because like, yo, they ain't saying nothing, right?
It's like
Oh,
it's
you
the
have
rapper.
to.
not their
This
faces.
might have ad-libbed, you
Yeah,
know what I
that's
mean?
it.
But
Yeah.
that's it. Cash ain't there, right?
Yeah.
All right, good. Yeah,
Nah, I told y'all this last time. I feel like niggas fuck with you for real. You feel me? We be out there and like I feel like because I work with like a lot of young people and they be like saying that like as like artists for them like they're trying to find like people to look up to or people that they like.
This young
can
niggas
hear.
watching it?
Yeah,
Bro, no bullshit. I feel
Why
like
you
it's
laughing
really a lot
about
of
that?
niggas
Niggas
watching it,
about
because
though.
it's
No
like their
bullshit,
mans
though.
was watching it and they like was like, oh, what's this? Like they're like uncle or some shit and they was like, oh,
They
what's
had
this?
an uncle.
You know what I mean?
There you go. There you go.
But then it be like some young
If
niggas
an
down there,
old
like
nigga
18,
shows
Hold
a
on,
young
hold on,
nigga
hold
a
on.
Y'all got a
YouTube
lot
clip, a young nigga be like, hey, yo.
What you know about this? Facts.
Y'all got a lot of off-camera presence though.
YouTube, nigga.
Y'all got a lot of off-camera presence too though. What y'all be doing with the testing lab and all that
Nah, I
shit?
don't be going
Yeah, like-
nowhere.
I be at the
Hell
testing
nah.
lab every other
Yeah.
Tuesday.
I gotta
I
pull
bought
up
a
to one
house
of
to
those.
stay in.
No
my
bullshit.
house.
I do gotta pull to the test line. It's crazy. I ain't been to one.
Yeah,
I-
y'all
I
gotta
about
do
to
it.
pull
Y'all
up.
gotta
No
do it,
bullshit.
man. This should be fire.
Next one's
Oh, you
next
think we should
Tuesday.
do it?
How do you know?
This
YouTube?
upcoming Tuesday, yeah.
I ain't gonna do that shit.
Cause
I'm gonna pull up though. I ain't
Because you
trying to
know
do that
us as
shit,
artists, but you like, do you really know like our art? Like,
Shit will shit on y'all.
I
in
know
front of
Nick
everybody.
shit. I
I
can't
fuck
really
with- I
say.
fuck with Nick's
I mean,
shit, I'm not
Tomo,
gonna
obviously,
lie.
we rated 2 of your joints.
Yeah. You gotta listen to Marvelous.
You gotta hear how easy
Marvelous was
spitting
that a
too.
single?
No buzz.
I haven't
I don't
heard
Nice
rap.
album.
I don't rap.
Just dropped it with
It's a
On.
running joke, but I don't rap.
He be
In
going.
June?
Yeah.
I gotta hear that.
Early, good for you.
So that's what I'm saying.
I ain't
So,
gonna
I'm about to win album of the year for that shit for the BMA.
you see, so that,
Lord,
and I'm
it's
glad that you feel that way.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is,
Where them records at?
your
That's
your
what I'm
music.
Saying that. I believe it.
I don't really take to your type of music, right? Like, it's not my cup of tea. But
That's fair.
I think Nick's got some shit.
You
appreciate
do.
From what I've heard from before, I've never heard any. Do you make music?
I don't rap.
Okay,
That's
all
a
right.
real-
Bro, he's the greatest
I make beats,
rapper.
but I do not
He's
rap.
the greatest
You
rapper in the
I was
world.
gonna say.
Now he make
If you
beats.
do rap, I don't.
If I do, I'm doing a terrible job pushing that shit.
Look,
But I
was
don't.
gonna say, I was
Nice.
gonna say that. I was like, yo, you fucking suck it.
Yo, y'all ever fight? Y'all ever fight? Nobody ever punched nobody in the face?
Nah, not yet.
Not yet.
I
feel like
fought
niggas
one
shoot-
time.
Y'all gotta get that out y'all system.
I feel like me and
Maybe
Birdo
I was
fought
like,
one
this
time.
nigga
Like,
fight
on some
every
young
7
shit.
months.
They got into like a slap boxing
Like
match
young
one time.
shit.
That was kind of funny.
Yeah.
Nigga didn't like how he was talking about his fit.
Who?
Who won?
When? What was that?
that day?
What's this?
Nobody wins.
Cause this nigga was like, yo, y'all keep, and then niggas just started slap boxing. I was like, what's wrong with niggas? You and him.
Who won?
And it was like a
How do
draw.
you
Niggas,
remember that?
I don't
niggas got
remember that.
tired and they was like, why are we doing this?
I don't remember that.
Yeah, you was,
Cap.
I think you
This
was
nigga
there.
just
I thought you made
That's
that
not
up.
cap, bro.
I don't remember
Because
that.
you was mad that
The only
niggas
time I
kept
fought this
mentioning
nigga Birdo,
things
he was
about
like
your
16,
fit. You gotta
17
have
years
this.
old.
Curb,
Yeah,
16 years old, and he started throwing punches. I was like, "Oh, we doing this for real?" Okay.
Yeah, it's like why not, nigga?
We already bro, hate shit, nigga. Fuck that dog.
He said, fuck it, a punch was thrown, nigga. We here.
Niggas be like, yo, just body shots, body shots. Nigga, you hit me in the face, nigga. Let's go, nigga.
Sound like this nigga, right? But anyway,
But at what
It's
age
funny,
did niggas
though.
start fighting, though?
I can't wait for y'all to hear the music because I feel like if anything, when I like listen to my show, like y'all would be the niggas that would fuck with this shit.
You think
I
about other
heard some
niggas
of
when you
your
make
earlier
music?
shit.
Nah.
That's old.
Yo, look.
No,
Got
after
some new shit.
after
Bro,
this, we
that's
gonna
wild.
we gonna
Nigga.
light the blizz. We gonna hop in the whip. We gonna listen.
Nigga.
You got some new shit that's
I
about
got
to
some new
drop.
shit. Yeah,
Bro.
for sure, no doubt about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
What you trying to
Nah,
say?
he showed me one joint.
Shit on you.
Bro, he's gonna
Nah.
rap the shit that we got when we do the Red Cups and rap shit. He gonna rap it.
Y'all gonna rap?
It's
Y'all gonna
way
rap?
more than that.
All four, we all
yo,
rap
we
it.
gonna-
All set. We all rap it.
gonna
Everybody,
rap
it's
too?
a cipher, my nigga. No bullshit.
Yo, we gonna rate
You
that.
rapping,
we
you
gonna
rapping,
have
we
niggas
all
rate that
rapping.
shit. Y'all know that, right? We gonna have niggas rate that shit, bro. That shit gonna be hard.
Nah, yeah, I
that's
can't
gonna
wait
be
for
good.
this nigga to drop. That shit's gonna be dope. I feel like niggas will really enjoy this shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
Yeah, nah,
really
niggas
like
been
y'all
in the
niggas,
lab.
man. I'm always gonna son y'all niggas. I'm sorry, my niggas.
And I'm happy you
Yo,
said
why
that.
you buy that salty
I'm
ass
happy you said
chicken,
that.
bro?
Because when y'all introduced us, you
Yo,
said,
skinny niggas
Because
can't
you're
be
not
talking
trying to
about
pod for
food,
too
so
much.
you
No,
just
hold
talk
on,
about it.
hold on. Well, yeah.
because I don't know if y'all caught this. When they introduced us, they didn't say, oh, them boys. Because he used to refer to us as boys. They didn't do that this time.
What they do this time?
I
Niggas.
forgot what you said. I
With the
said
guys.
them guys. You feel me?
Ah.
We also, there's an
The respect
elevation
level
going
a
on. You
little,
feel me? They don't
like-
see us as some little
They
niggas
little
no
worried.
more.
They
You
little
combine all our
worried.
facial
Always
hair
fucking
little
son
worried.
y'all
What you gotta
niggas.
understand, like the age thing is just the age thing.
type shit.
How old are y'all?
So you guys, I'll be 34
I'm
next month.
32, my nigga. Niggas be thinking I'm
Y'all niggas look old, no bullshit.
Nah, niggas is young, bro.
Y'all niggas look old. That's, I sound old.
She young, bro.
That's not old though. 30's not old, bro.
shit. Yeah, nigga, early.
How old are y'all?
24.
Old 24,
23.
How old are y'all? 24?
I'm 24.
Damn, y'all don't even get the discount on the rental yet.
25?
Nigga, I can't get a rental. I can't even get a rental.
Oh yeah, shit.
25. You know what I mean? You know,
Wow.
there's some shit that comes
Wow.
out.
So I didn't know we was that much older than y'all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think that kind of explains y'all perception about a lot of things.
These
Because-
niggas really be calling us old behind our back.
No, they said it to our face.
I was about to say to your face too, though.
They
Bullshit.
literally
Niggas
just
is
said it to
old.
us.
I don't think
But
niggas old, but niggas is old.
I think that goes to show you like why you guys are more accepting about a lot of different things because
Generational
of
divide.
what you guys were raised around.
Sure.
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't raised around that T shit, nigga. You heard?
But there's niggas,
Like, you know
but
what
then
I'm
it's like
saying?
same
I
thing,
was-
right? Like
y'all
your parents
gravitated
probably
to
don't
that
accept
shit
like gay
early.
people as much as you do.
My CC, my nigga.
Y'all
Every
some
time,
freaky
nigga.
frogs, nigga. So,
Every time.
do y'all do the Adam's apple check? Because they can't get rid of that.
You know what I mean?
That shit's right there. That's permanent.
You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure they got a surgery for that now.
It's one of those things. It's like I don't even, bro. What they got to do?
I'm
with
pretty sure they do. You see somebody just say,
Cash guy shook. Cash guy shook.
That nigga 211, so I gotta jump in there.
I'm pretty
Hold
sure
on.
they got some shit. There's always some shit for everything, bro. You know what I mean? So like, I'm not from that era. Like, I'm not from the all accepting era, and I never will be. And I don't want people to think that I will be.
And I
No,
hate that they
because-
selling it early to children. My fault.
Because you
but
got
go ahead.
you got
Wait, what do you
like
mean by that?
niggas like Joe Budden, Gilly the Kid, whatever. Their affiliations will not allow them to say the same shit that I say. Right? They might just not talk about it. Right? And that's fine. But we ain't there yet. If somebody's paying me to not talk about it, nigga, I'm gonna talk about it.
And what I say about selling it to children is like Rocko's Modern Life is a cartoon that I watched as a child.
Shit was gas.
I watched it too, nigga.
Right? So they re-released a movie or like a long episode on Netflix. Yeah, y'all didn't see that shit?
I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know that.
So I was so excited. So I just started watching it immediately. I didn't even like watch it by myself. Started watching it with my daughter. She's like 4. And like the shit's all about a boy coming back and wanting now to be a girl.
Yeah.
That's what the whole shit
like
is
they
about.
brainwashing
Now
our
that's
kids,
a different
bro.
conversation. Like it's one thing to be like, yo,
niggas ain't got
if it
kids,
doesn't
yo.
affect me, I don't care. You feel me? If you living your life and that makes you happy, whatever, that's one thing. But now it's like you gotta. Then there's a conversation.
You niggas
With,
ain't
is
got
there
kids.
truly propaganda behind it?
Yes.
Because then that's a
they're
different
trying to
conversation.
sell
you feel
our
me?
I feel like they're just
children to
teaching
sex.
tolerance.
Yo, but it's the same thing with the boozy shit. Like he's
No.
like, yo, they're convincing our kids to be gay. Like, how you convince somebody to
'Cause
be
you're-
gay, bro? You either
like
gay,
in the 90s,
like
bro.
everybody
Mad.
I know, like felt that way their whole life. You feel me?
Facts.
It's like if you could be convinced you was gay, you was probably gay. You feel me? Like you just didn't know it.
Been
You
gay.
feel like
You're
type
pushing-
shit.
you're
Like you feel
pushing-
like you could be convinced to be gay, bro.
No, but you're pushing an agenda onto kids.
Onto-
Kids are very malleable.
You're making a kid who has an imagination, who's not thinking anything about this. My daughter's
I don't know. There's a lot of shit that I'm sure you saw when you was younger that you're like, that's wild. Like, they're
Yeah,
wild.
like,
I'm
I'm
not doing
saying,
that.
oh, yeah,
as soon as my daughter started asking questions, like,
What's wrong with that? I feel like that's the important
she's
part of it.
4.
Yeah, but I feel like that's why it's important that you're there. You feel me? Where it's like she's engaging in that type of cartoon or that type of programming. You feel me? And then you're like letting her know, like, yo, like this is how the world is. One way, there's another way. You feel me?
I think
That's
there's a
all it
little
is.
bit of ageism in that.
And that's all it is.
You're
Guys, 'cause
never,
I feel like
you're never
kids
too young to
understand.
learn
It's all
something. It's just a
sex-driven.
language that's being given to
The
you.
only reason why you need to know what somebody is or what
adultism,
somebody
yeah.
thinks is because you're interested in doing something with that
fucking them.
person.
Nah, kids be mad interested in everything, bro. And little kids are mad curious about their bodies too.
What I'm saying is like the only reason why people identify with sex
We getting
is for
into sick
sex.
right here. You see?
Like
Nah.
the identification of sex is male, female, and now there's other options,
Nigga,
right?
it's only male and female.
Right.
But I feel like, well,
but either way,
like intersex and
but
other
if
shit
you
too,
really
you
look
feel
at it, the question is sex itself, because that's what it is. Because like the only reason why that matters is for sex. I don't give a fuck about what any of y'all niggas are into.
But it's a girl. It's like also like a little girl.
You know,
you feel
a
me?
little
Like, I feel like
kid-
that's not true.
a
I
little
even feel
kid-
like boys, but it's like I feel like especially for women, like that's like I feel like that's not true
Bro.
because it's
There's
like
a
there's
little
way
girl.
more things than like that your reproductive organs are used for than sex.
I took my kid to
I mean-
a trampoline park one time, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there was a little girl that was there who identified as a boy.
Okay.
Her parents allowed her to do so. Whatever. When she introduced herself, she gave a name that sounded like a boy.
Like who?
My daughter took one look at the kid and kept saying her, she.
Mm-hmm.
Kids know that shit, bro. You're not going to fucking trick a kid, my nigga, off of just basic instincts of being a human, my nigga. I don't give a fuck how you identify. You are a little girl.
But is
You
it
think
that?
you're a little boy.
Well,
Is it that or where's your daughter just?
that's
been
how you.
taught that?
That's how you just raised them.
No,
That's
Like she
nigga.
wasn't
like
she didn't come out the womb
instinct,
knowing
bro.
like English
yeah.
or language or
My
anything.
nigga.
Like let alone
My
like.
Like, and I'm not even trying to like live on this
Distinguish
like
no.
ledge. You feel me? I told
Look.
you why I stand. It's just like, yo, if it don't affect me,
Look.
you feel me? I'm not
Look.
the warrior for this
I don't know
shit.
how
you
we
feel-
circle
but
back.
at the
Oh,
same
yeah,
you
time,
got
that's
kids.
different.
That's
If
how
my
we circle back.
if
That's
if
fact.
a little
I'm telling you,
girl
bro.
or a
Listen, I'ma
little
look into
whatever
it.
names introduces herself
into it, 'cause I
to
don't
my
know.
daughter as Brian and my
What
daughter.
does it,
Watch it,
no,
son.
at the end of the day, whatever you feel though, what does your daughter
No,
lose
it's
from
on
calling this person
Netflix.
Brian?
You can
No
watch it
bullshit.
now. It's probably
She was calling him Brian
Okay,
or her Brian.
sure.
But when it came down to pronouns, it was her. What was it?
She, hers.
And my thing is, if you
Right.
mess it up, you
But
mess it
I
up.
don't
You
know.
call somebody a pronoun they don't want.
Brian.
I would disagree. Like you shouldn't get mad at that person. That is
Look.
what they was. That's how they were taught. Like for however long.
right
You feel
way.
me?
Yeah.
But
Nigga named Brian. Damn.
it doesn't mean you just stay with that. Like you eventually call that person what they want to be
Yeah,
called
yeah,
with it
for
because
sure.
it don't take nothing out of you to
No,
do
no,
it.
no.
You feel
for
me?
Sure,
That's
absolutely.
it. But I wouldn't get mad at someone if they kept saying she or he. You feel me? Like because at the end of the day, it's like
I'm gonna call you what the fuck.
I've learned this is what I've known for 30 years. You feel me? You got to untrain that
Tell
shit.
me, nigga, like nah, nigga, this is what it is. Fuck out of here, bro. I'm gonna call you what the fuck you was when you was born.
Yo, it's gonna be a
That's
rough
it.
conversation when Charlie
Period.
got a kid and that kid come out, the way they don't want him to.
Look.
Why are you
That kid.
gay?
If my kid turned out whatever,
You gonna see? I don't know.
they gon'
Have y'all seen the full interview for
I
that?
have.
No.
That shit
Where is
nuts.
the itch? Where is the itch? When she's
ain't
talking
never
about
seen that
LGBTQ. He was
the
like,
itch?
where's the
For
itch?
heterosexual.
For heterosexual.
He was
That
like,
shit was
Like, I think you on
wreck.
That's
That shit was wreck.
Hey man.
nah, none of these niggas got kids.
Do not have kids.
So this is
You think that's gonna change everything when I have kids?
It will.
Yeah,
It will.
for sure. For sure.
Perspective is everything.
Because when your daughter starts wearing like princess dresses and shit, automatically she just naturally just girly shit.
For sure. It's little daddy's little girl.
And
you know what I
then,
mean?
something like transforms that or wants to thing that, you're gonna be like, hey, yo, why? Like, what's this about? You know what I mean?
I feel
You'll
yeah.
have questions. And vice
You ask
versa.
them?
Huh?
Do you ask? Do you ask like what made you think of that or like stuff like that?
Well,
When
my
it happened?
daughter?
Yeah,
She
or just,
didn't
like, when it
really
happened with your
ask. She just was like, Poppy, why? What is the show? What is this about? And I was like, I don't know.
That's what that's a good answer. Nigga, like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm flabbergasted. Nigga, I have no clue. nigga.
I would have never put this on had I known this. Like, I don't know.
Let's
Like,
watch
what
some
is
other
this? Like,
shit.
Let's
You wanna
change
watch
it
something
on.
else?
Yeah.
Gabby Cats.
No, watch
So you turned it off? Like you watched it all the way
1996
through?
version.
Nah, as soon as I seen, I read it through. Like, I
Yeah.
already peeped what
And then you
was
just
going
like,
on.
yeah, something else.
We gonna do
Boom.
some other shit.
Yeah,
Nigga
my
said
daughter wasn't
Rocco.
interested.
And
She
we gonna
was
get on
just-
some other shit too, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's not make this the trans part.
Yeah, we gonna make this on some other shit. We gonna get on some other shit.
That's what
But the kids be
stand
on some
for,
weird shit.
CWTFB.
You admit that? I was trying to have a conversation with them, but maybe they didn't know because they didn't have kids. The shit they be watching on YouTube shit now is like wild, right? Like you don't be like walking in
I
and be
seen
like,
that conversation.
like what?
I don't.
This nigga was just a hater, bro.
I kind of can't really get with you with that.
Yeah, bro.
Bro, you never see your
watching
kid
kids
watching,
playing-
like-
watching other kids play.
That's just some shit that kids do.
Nah, I
But
think
not
that
on some
shit
like
weird,
clean
too.
edited
I
quality.
think
I
I
seen
was
some
just
like
having this
not that
conversation with
crazy.
somebody. You know how, like, back in the day, if your kid, like, if we stayed inside, we were good kids. But, like, now, a kid could stay inside and could
It's
be
a
a
problem.
complete serial killer,
Oh, for
bro.
sure. Yeah.
He could be a complete murderer in his room, prepared for the absolute
No doubt.
destruction. You know what I mean? You're like, my kid is fine. What do you mean? He stays in his room all day, night. Like, what do you
Yeah.
mean? Like, he does
But
nothing
you
wrong.
want your kids to go outside.
You need your kids to go
Yeah.
outside.
You want your kids to go
Yeah,
outside.
yeah.
Scrape some knees, get hurt,
Yeah. Get
learn
punched in the
some
face.
Real life experience.
whatever.
Yeah,
You know
so
what
I
mean?
could put
Like,
batteries in the sock. Tell you don't come back home
so you knock that
till you
motherfucker
fucking.
out.
Yeah, once you turn like 12, it'd be like, all right. But before that, yeah, you gotta go outside, bro. Make some friends.
You gotta,
touch
yeah,
some,
you gotta go
You gotta go
outside.
touch some
outside.
grass. You feel me?
You just said, wait, what? Once she turns 12?
I said once you turn 12, like I feel like that's the age where it's like, all right, at that point, whatever. Stay inside if you want, whatever. Still go outside. Don't like just be a homebody. But it's like before that, if all you're doing is staying inside, I feel like
Nah, that's not okay.
developmentally,
I don't know
nigga,
if
I
I'm
don't
jacking
know.
that.
You gotta go
I think
outside.
it starts sooner than that, but like
No, I'm saying 12 years old is like it gotta like before that you gotta be outside.
18 years old is the, you feel me? After 18, you can do whatever you
Nigga,
want.
I, hey, maybe,
Nah.
nigga.
Nah, that's crazy.
You better be outside getting a job,
Not
nigga.
in a Haitian household, nigga. 18 ain't even a real age. Haitians don't acknowledge that shit. Like, I don't know what the fuck that
Can you
means.
confirm?
There's truth to this.
Haitian be
But you know how many times I've been lectured by my mother?
like,
nigga?
cause I would be like,
Do all of y'all still live with your folks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah. What is kind of?
Because I like, I'm one of the caretakers for my mom, so I take it. Like, we live,
oh, y'all roommates?
well,
Oh, my
that's what I'm saying, kind of, because like we live in the same house, but it's like it's a different
real nigga.
relationship.
situation.
with the-
Okay.
Soon enough, though.
All right.
You gonna be there.
Well, the only reason why I asked that is because, creating your own domain is one thing, right? Like, you know what I mean? And you adopting new ideas and new, whatever ideologies of how the world works and shit is another. I'm just not open to do that. I have a kingdom and I make it my kingdom. That's how I'm gonna leave that conversation.
All right, we're done with that shit.
And that's it. Let's get back into this Boston media shit though.
For sure.
word.
Right? How y'all feel like the Boston media scene is going right now?
I feel like it's kind of
Media
chill. I'm not
scene.
gonna lie. I feel like right now it's kind of chips.
Nick said
All right,
shit.
one at a time.
There's not enough blogs, no bullshit.
First.
Niggas is all trying to do the same shit. Everybody want to make a podcast. Everybody want to make a fucking like music review shit. Like nobody's trying to innovate the scene. You feel me? Everybody's doing the same thing because they
it's
see.
clickbait.
So are we one of those niggas, or are we
Who's we?
That's what I'm
post
trying
them
to figure
niggas?
out. I'm like, all right, well,
I've been
like,
doing this shit longer than you. We've been doing it. You might be one of them niggas.
so who?
Fuck outta here,
We've been
bro.
doing what?
Yeah, no bullshit. Niggas do the wrong reason for
no
a grip.
traction.
Hating ass
cap,
nigga.
bro.
Rob sauce, nigga.
Nigga, bro.
So who's the niggas that's trying to do the shit the same? Like,
You want to hear some names?
yeah,
So
I
I feel like
I just don't like clickbait. You know what I mean? Like,
Type
I don't
shit.
like the hip hop the flip flop.
Oh, that don't count though.
that's not a media. Pick.
That don't count.
But I'm saying, like, these are the niggas. These
that
are
is
the
media,
shit
though.
that people are
But
going.
y'all niggas follow them.
I don't follow them. I've
I
been
don't
blocked.
follow them.
I got them niggas
You got
blocked.
blocked? Oh, you blocked them.
I do not fuck with shit like that, bro.
Nah.
I'm not gonna lie. My
I
last
don't know
straw
when's
was when they
the last
posted
time I
the
Too
seen
much
that
Boston
shit is
Brockton.
clickbait right now. Too many
How's it?
niggas is just talking about just regular
Bullshit.
streamline, just
Yeah.
bullshit. I'm just
See
like,
need
bro,
more blogs, no bullshit. Needs more niggas typing about shit and writing about it. You feel me? And putting that shit out as a publication. That's just important. You feel me? It gets different eyes and different viewers on it.
So what are the
Bullshit.
publications that you like?
Publications that I like, I don't even read them shits, bro. No bullshit. But it's not for
We
me.
need more of them.
Bro,
It's not for me though. That's
How you
the
gonna
thing.
say we need more of
He
something
fucks
and
with
you don't even
Boston
fuck with it?
Compass.
Bro,
Niggas be
I do
real
follow
about
Boston
that shit. You
Compass,
fuck with
but it's not for
Vanya
me. I'm not the nigga that read the blogs. You feel me? Like
You
it's the
the-
people
you the nigga
that's
tryna be
in
in
the
them.
places like Grammys, shit, awards, different shit like that. I read blogs. You know what I'm saying? Like shit like Complex. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
GQ, all that shit that they putting out publications and writing up shit like that.
Rolling Stones.
You know what I'm saying?
And why
We
is
need
that?
more
Why
niggas.
do we need more of those?
Because we don't have any. I feel like
Yeah.
right now we have some, but there's not enough that's like based in the scene where it's like from the scene.
All right, so you got
Some
Vanya
Boston
Land,
type shit.
got the Museum TV.
Facts, Museum TV, Vanya Land. Like again,
God.
Boston Compass does it too.
I don't even
Boston
call it
Compass.
violent because it's not niggas in there. No bullshit. It needs more
God.
like niggas doing it. No bullshit.
What's the
Nah,
other
that
shit?
don't matter.
I
That
see.
I
can't
feel like
matter
there's a
if
few
they-
of them.
if they
There's
talking hip-hop.
Dick Boston.
Yeah.
Big
There's
boss.
Dick Boston.
What y'all saying?
And if you think
Dig-
about like what they got going on, like you know what I mean, like the Herald's not like a blog. I mean, not the Herald, the Globe's not like a blog, but like it means something when niggas is featured in the Globe. You feel me? Same
Yeah,
thing, even
nah,
when it's
that's
like a
fact.
banner
No
type
bullshit.
shit. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm
Like,
saying. Like,
That's what
I
I'm saying.
don't.
That's gonna be
I
a
don't-
Saxon writing that. That's what I'm saying.
I don't really
Like,
agree
you gonna
that
have
there's
to
not
accept
enough
that.
blogs. I just don't think people take to those anymore. Like, people are very visual. these
Microwave these days.
They
Y'all
want
niggas
video
know,
blogs.
like-
Yeah.
days. That's why they love
Yeah.
the Museum TV, right?
yeah.
That's why they love
Y'all clips is everything.
the podcast, right? So I don't think that we need more of anything else. Like, I think everybody should just stay in whatever the fuck
think-
lane they create.
I think what also is like kind of like related to what Tom was trying to say is that we need more like sophisticated viewpoints of the shit. You feel me? Because a lot of times niggas just going off top and niggas just sharing like first reactions, not sitting with the content enough to be able to like talk about it and delve deep into it where the artists are taking something away from that, and then vice versa, right? Like bigger platforms are like observing and acknowledging the art, not just based on niggas talking about it, but also someone taking the time to write about it. Because talking about it is way easier. You feel me? Niggas just
Right.
record a voice note and just put it out there. So I'm saying, but writing about it means that you like sat with it, you put together the thoughts and the words and the time to be able to like say something about this like it meant more because
It's
you
like a
wrote
essay
about it than spoke
on
about
that
it.
shit,
You
right.
feel
Shout
me? So
out
like,
Patty because she's doing that shit with Boston Compass right now.
Yeah.
No
Facts.
bullshit.
Shout out
Facts,
Patty,
facts,
man.
nigga.
no bullshit. And I feel like it means something to people, even like to the artists themselves. You feel me?
For sure.
Like at the end of the year last year, I just made a bunch. I was bored, no bullshit, and I just decided to like put together a bunch of like Twitter posts where it was like talking about like different shit that I heard this year that I fucked with. You feel me? And like niggas was messaging me being like that shit was hard. You feel me? Like I appreciate that. Like I didn't know that niggas was like taking it this seriously type shit. And it's like, who said I am? But it's like one of those things where it's like I just felt like writing something. You know what I mean? But to them it like meant something more. You know? So I feel like it like.
I get that. Niggas like to read shit on them. You know what I mean?
I think the museum does write ups too. I don't think
Yeah.
they just do. You feel me? Like
And Noble
Well, like
does.
Noble does
partner
write
up with
something else, right?
WGBH,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
WGBH?
Noble
Yeah,
does
the-
write up.
Yeah.
For
WGBH, yeah.
Yeah, WGBH is doing their thing. Noble's one of the writers over there. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't feel like there's a lack.
you gotta expand your mediums as whatever artist you are. So say it's like a visual artist and you putting out videos and you gotta put out write ups too. It's the same thing like if you rapping, all right, you put out this, you gotta put out like visuals for your art too. You feel me? It's like it just expanding the mediums that you putting the shit out. Yeah, so it just needs more. It's lacking in that area. There's a lot of people making visual content because like Nate was saying, it's easier for me to just record the video. You know what I'm saying? It needs to be more people writing this stuff up. It's like cemented. Like
Right.
I don't know.
get it.
This is
I
different.
disagree with him. I think we're in a great space in terms of media platform.
we
Not to
are.
say that there's
don't.
not validity to
Niggas
what
is
they're
biting.
saying.
But there's always room for improvement, my nigga. No
My
bullshit.
only
It's always
concern
gonna
is
be room
about
for
being
improvement.
ahead of the pack at all times. Like, we got as many y'all do whatever the fuck y'all want. More platforms the
Little
better. The
nigga
more
tree.
people that getting highlighted. My only thing is like whenever I see a new one popping up or they start doing some different shit that I wasn't, paying attention to, it's like, okay, now we gotta count for that type shit. But other than that, bro, like all the attention that's going toward the Boston music scene, that's great for the scene, because the more we hype it up, the more we make it seem like it's bigger than life. That's when other states start participating in it and be like, yo, what's going on with Boston? It's like, why do we have any reason to care about what's going on in Atlanta or LA or whatever? But they make that shit feel bigger than life. Like, yo, if you don't know what's going on, you're not tapped in type shit. And we gotta have that same feeling for Boston. Like, yo, if you're not tapped in, you missing out type shit.
But then I feel like
Building
it's
to that.
tough.
It is, for
Building
sure.
to that.
But then I feel like it's tough though, because like when you have like so many different media platforms, it kind of oversaturates the market for that too. Because like when I think about like the music scene, it's not just about the people who are creating the music, but it's also about who's talking about it. You feel me? And the value of your art like is in some ways diminished when there's a bunch of people like talking about it, but not a lot of people who are able to experience it. You feel me? And I feel like because of the way that we're going about it right now, right? It's a lot of interviews. It's a lot of like intangible shit. You feel me? Where it's like, I can hear about this person, but then it's like, word, how many of those same media platforms are putting together shows? How many of those same media platforms are able to go to those shows even? You feel me? And like all that shit on a consistent basis and really like support those artists outside of just like spotlighting them. You know what I mean? Because I feel like that's like the difference between like a lot of shit that happens in Boston versus a lot of shit that happens in Atlanta. Whereas like the same people that are like promoting them like in Atlanta will also like be like making sure that their DJs are playing
strip
them,
club,
making
same
exactly
night,
type shit. You feel me?
yeah.
And I feel like that doesn't happen enough in Boston. At least like in the larger like Massachusetts scene. Because one thing that I will say is that like the Sound Lab is like a great place where that does happen. You feel me?
I like thinking the chamber too, though.
Yeah, that's like another one. You feel me? Where it's
Yeah.
like
Fact, shout
we
out
do
to those.
commentary
One of
for
them
that. You feel me? And it's like so it's like kind of like a one stop shop for a lot of different things.
So
You know
the
what I mean?
more of those, I feel like, shout out to the publications, no lie, because I understand what you're
facts.
saying, Tomo, no bullshit. But the shows, I agree with you 1,000% more, because like that's live interaction.
Yeah.
Like when C-Dub had an event, when we had a cipher, like that shit was absolutely motherfucking crazy.
We all there for that.
Ah,
That shit was incredible.
too young.
Yeah, nah, there was no age limit. But there was definitely a security guard. Yeah,
Two security guards.
Feel
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
mother-
No
yeah.
weapons allowed in that motherfucker. I
Feel
mean,
you.
niggas.
Just
So let me
depends.
ask yo, as like, I say like the OGs of this shit, you feel me? Like y'all one of the first before we seen just like a whole flood of like different platforms.
like the same time. Me and you though.
I don't know that.
Bro,
race.
y'all shit did not have traction.
See,
Bro.
that's all he thinks about. That nigga just hating.
But anyways, with
But
that
nah,
being
he
said,
big
like,
though,
do y'all
bro.
feel like
These one of the
y'all
first
got to do
things
something
that be
differently?
worried
Like, you know what I mean? How do y'all make sure y'all separate yourself from the field?
Cash one.
Nigga, ain't no cancel culture. Niggas is scared of cancel culture. Niggas is afraid to talk about, hey, yo, this person judging a nigga's music because he's from this part of town or
Type.
he's, that's bullshit. Like, is you talking about it? Is you not talking about it? You know what I'm saying? So if you not talking about it, then niggas ain't listening. You know what I'm saying? So if we talking about it, that's just us. Like, this shit is full transparency. Like, we trying to dial back. Like, y'all seen it today. Like, we trying to do new things. Like, you know? So, like, these conversations that me and this nigga have,
You feel
they're
like you can't
even
find that
way
anywhere
crazier off air.
I could imagine.
Like, nigga, if you cut these cameras off and start recording, nigga, on some sleek shit,
Y'all might not like us.
that shit is different.
And y'all feel like that's y'all niche. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's what separates y'all from everybody
It's
else.
just us being
it's
completely
us.
honest. Right?
It's really us.
I also
Yeah.
don't think cancel culture is real, bro. No,
Nah.
like,
Facts.
You know, honestly, I think
think
the
it's
media
fine.
scene is dope. I think
It's on fire.
we do need to stop championing motherfuckers who really have no identity.
Facts.
You
I
know
think
what I
niggas
mean?
be excited to get in a DM.
Right.
Y'all want to get on your show? Okay, tomorrow. Niggas is thirsty, nigga.
That is for sure.
Niggas to say, oh, y'all niggas had some niggas on the podcast that was whack.
Whatever,
you-
nigga, we like them.
To you,
Yeah.
right? There might have been something that we appreciated about said artistry or work ethic or whatever the fuck whatever it may be that got them
True.
a position
some
on the
shit.
couch, right? And things of that nature.
You
But
opportunist,
I
nigga.
do think that there's a lot of media platforms popping up where it's like, who are you niggas? And why do you feel like you even have an
Say.
opportunity? Like, why y'all
The voice at
have
the table.
I'm
y'all
prepared,
should be able to talk about shit.
I'm prepared to listen, though. Like, I don't
Tight. I feel you.
immediately just cut niggas off just because they started some shit. I'm
Yeah.
like, nah, let me hear it. Let me know. Like,
I feel like niggas do got to create an identity though, no bullshit.
yeah, like,
Yeah.
Because a lot of times what it comes down to is that like when you're just starting out, it might be one thing, But like after a while, like you have to really like find like your lane. You feel me? And like that has to be like something that's like refreshing. You feel me? Or something that's like maybe it's being done, but you're doing it in a way that's like unique to you. A lot of people, I don't know. It's not really like unique. I won't say like they haven't found it yet. You feel me? And it's like I don't know how it's gonna work out. Like just overall in the long.
I don't
run.
know about recording 30 episodes in 6 months and not putting none of them shits out just for the sake of building chemistry
Bragging
and
about it.
figuring
I
out
was
what.
not-
That's
That's
some wild
right.
shit, bro.
I
I'm
was
not
Nah,
not
gonna
you,
come
lie,
back.
you
bro.
say it's the
Rob.
wild shit, but
That's the shit that almost tore the podcast apart.
Nah, because that's the
Dog,
reason that when you
was
see
it?
it from episode 1 from further on, like it was just quality. You feel
This
me?
episode doesn't drop on Sunday. I quit on Thursday.
Yo, so
Shit,
That's
we
hip
might-
hop. That's how we need to start
that.
moving.
And no
Right,
bullshit.
yeah.
That's
So-
like, yeah, you know what?
y'all niggas recorded how many episodes?
It wasn't
I was
ten.
throwing
like,
out
millions.
It was like
really
10
dropping
or like
them.
12.
That wasn't
It was
10. It was
a couple.
more
It
than
was
that
like
for
12.
sure, bro.
What-
But we went
what's
like
your
a half
latest
a year, like
episode?
6 months.
What's your latest episode?
What number is that?
Number
Yeah,
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know the
70
number. I know the topic.
70
so
something.
Yeah.
And y'all been around for how long?
2
So
years.
but we got like interviews
2
and
years,
videos that
right?
we don't add episode numbers to.
So y'all, what was your idea when y'all started? Did y'all want to be a weekly podcast? Did y'all
Yeah,
wanna be
like it started as a
bi-weekly?
weekly part. Yeah.
It started as a weekly.
Every week
podcast.
we was linking up
Locking
every
in.
Saturday, regardless if we knew it was gonna drop or not. It was just working on the craft.
So 2 years. That's 104 episodes.
Right?
Y'all at
Bullshit.
70 something.
I thought them shits was gonna drop.
A
That's
nigga,
a
couple
lot of
episodes I
a
thought
content.
nigga was here
bro.
and asked us, "Who was that?" I forgot what number it was that. He was like, "Yo, how long did it take y'all to get to 180 something episodes?" Like,
Like
180
weeks.
something weeks.
Yeah.
You know, like, look, I'm not gonna lie. There are certain weeks that we miss. I think we missed like
Oh, yeah, your
3 or
kid's
4
birth.
weeks.
That'll
3 or
never
4
happen.
weeks since we
He
started.
said that would never happen again.
My kid was born. I got married. Some other shit happened. Whatever, right? I think it was 3 or 4 weeks that we missed since we started. What's your approach on that?
So here's the thing, right? We don't miss very many weeks recording. We miss episodes coming out.
Dropping.
I can't speak on that.
Oh,
I don't
that
edit the
group
episodes.
chat be on fire.
So Rob, you the editor. Rob, you the editor.
Add it to that.
Bro, it's not.
Rob.
And the only reason why I say it like that though, is because I feel like we do like we're all like very like consistent as far as like making sure that we're like prioritizing that like the day that we record and all the shit. Niggas be late, but you know we do like you know what I
Whatever.
mean?
y'all was mad late
Type
tonight.
shit.
Yeah, it's okay.
He's waiting on you for
tight.
a little
I was
bit too.
taking care of shit.
You do be the
Your
latest
mans-
recently.
your mans was-
Listen,
I'm gonna be honest with you.
No, he was
Lately?
flagrant.
Yeah.
That's
I
flagrant.
also got the furthest drive, nigga.
So
We left from the
hour and a
city.
half out
Nigga said,
Yeah.
"What's your other name?"
to get to Roxbury
And they come back.
on a Saturday.
see, he lived
12
the
o'clock.
third. Oh no, nigga,
Oh,
this nigga different.
to get
Nigga.
You coming up
Roxbury.
that way, nigga? Mad traffic. I can't control that shit.
Just leave earlier.
You don't think I try every week?
Clearly not. Nah, I'm messing with you, but yeah, he could talk more about it because we don't edit the videos.
Like you said, you feel me? We always record it, but at the end of the day, like this shit gotta be quality to come out. And I'm not gonna hold you. Obviously, it's like a discipline on my end, and I fall short on that sometimes. You feel me? I wish I could clone myself. I wish I could. You feel me?
What are you looking for? Like when you say quality,
keep
like
this-
like you huh? After you was in the interview, you just sat there. You been through this interview.
Yo, that shit
and
gets-
now you about to go edit this interview. You still looking for quality. You didn't find
Because
no
the quality's not in the footage.
He just has to like it. No bullshit.
It's in the sense of
That's
like
really
how
what
it's
it is.
packaged and out. Because it's like, yeah, I could probably just drop the episode and not announce it or nothing, or not attach a clip to it or whatever the case is. But then it's like it don't get the attention it deserves. And it's like, why did I put all them hours in if I'm not gonna go all the way with
did
it?
Bro, there was
Right.
mad fire
You've already
episodes being
recorded it,
dropped.
bro.
Like which
I think,
one?
There's been a
I think,
couple
like,
times.
what Tomo's saying is valid. It's like
Nigga, we did an
he
episode
probably
with
gonna say the same
C4 and then it dropped, and then we did another episode
That
with
was
C4
way-
and then it
right.
dropped.
The thing
That
is,
was
right?
way
Well,
that
before,
didn't even
bro.
make
there's
That
been a
was
couple
way
times
before.
where I will blame the technical issue. It's like you can't.
Oh,
you can't
certain
help
shit
that.
like with
You
a
feel
camera,
me?
like
he unplugged it before whatever gets corrupted.
Certain
You
shit.
can't
That happens
do anything
sometimes.
But
about
certain
that.
ones, they be like,
There's
it's
other times though. I
smooth,
think it's just a
Bullshit.
matter of
Bullshit.
a conflict of like Roberto feeling like I don't know. Sometimes at times he be a little too conscious.
Sometimes it be boring.
Too conscious about it. No bullshit.
Like sometimes it be boring, but you gotta put out the boring episodes though.
We done had more episodes.
No bullshit,
Nah, we
bro.
not seeing boring episodes.
Cause
Yeah.
bro,
'Cause
you
if
gotta
I-
understand.
You know why?
Because
You know
I
why we
gotta
put out
live
more
that
episodes?
shit, and then I gotta watch it
Bro, you
again.
gotta
And if I
understand.
watch it again the second time,
He
and that's
on the
just
hot
not
seat
bust. It's
now.
like,
You know
bro,
why we
who the
don't mind?
fuck?
You
is
gotta
gonna
take your own
watch that?
personal bias.
But
out of
I
it,
will
though.
say that hasn't happened in a while in terms of like an episode might come out late, but it's not gonna come out unless it just like we already recorded some other content. We
But
should
we've seen
prioritize
so
that
many times, bro. That fucks up the next week.
for sure.
And then it just becomes a whole
Hey
slippery
man,
slope.
Yo,
like
y'all
I said,
niggas
I'm
is
only one
crucial.
person. Ask me how much I'm doing in my personal life, and the thing is, I put that on myself. That's not an excuse because I do put that on myself.
I'm a father
Facts,
of
why
two.
you
feel
even
me?
mention it
Husband.
then? You feel me?
I work a lot of hours, my nigga, and I still make it work.
Hey,
So what I'm telling
I got
you
a
is-
full-time job. I got
Me
a
too.
side
Yeah,
business.
he got a full-time job and he a parent, nigga.
Look,
I'm an artist. Like,
we got a lot. We got a lot going on.
Now he's an artist. You said you was part time. Come on,
I got a lot
that's
going
where I always go.
Rob,
Come
Rob,
on,
I
now,
got a lot
especially
going
recently.
on. I got a lot going on, Rob. I still make it a priority to release content every week, mainly because that's what we said we was gonna do.
Type.
If we said we're a weekly podcast, we're a weekly podcast. If we're not dropping something 1 week, I will literally come out and say, look, we don't got no new content for y'all.
Yeah.
Right? That's it. Right? Like, I know in November, we got something that we're planning. And literally right after we do what we planning, nigga, I'm going on vacation. That week, there's nothing happening.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Facts.
I'm okay with that. But what I'm saying is, when you say you're gonna do something, if you're a weekly podcast, do that
No,
shit.
and
Facts.
The
that's one thing.
disparity between 104 to 70 something
That's a lot. Yeah.
is
We
crazy.
didn't start at the same time. So I'll say that.
But now
I
he's
don't
saying
care.
that's
You've
how
been
many
around for
weeks-
2
that's how
years.
many
No, no, no.
episodes- That's
I
how
feel
many
you.
episodes
I
we
feel
should
you.
have though.
I feel you.
If we're going
There's
by that
facts to that. And the thing is, if I could change anything, it's that I would love to own a day of the week. You feel me? When you know, like, because I know what that feeling is listening to other podcasts. I know it. I used to know, like, when I was tapped in during college, like, yo, Wednesdays and Saturdays, that's the Joe Budden podcast section.
Yeah.
I wanted to be that same way. Yo, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, whatever the day is, that's bad for the community. I know, like, yo, tomorrow's shift is going to be lit. You feel me? I do wish I could give the audience that on a more consistent basis, but shit's always going to happen. You feel me? I can't do that at the capacity I'm at right now. Because everything that's dropping, that's me. You feel me? You feel and that
Nobody else want to edit?
No,
No,
Tomo offers
Listen,
every
we've been
week.
had these conversations.
Tomo offers every time.
they not going to do it
He
the
just
way
don't
niggas
like the
do.
way. He just like, I don't like that. I don't like the quality of it.
You.
Sounds like me.
And I feel like that's okay.
I never offered edit though.
But I feel like that's
never
okay.
do that.
But I think like what it is that we're trying to get at
no.
also is that like if you the more fixated you are on like the quality, you feel me? That also has like its drawbacks because then like you're saying, if we're trying to gain like consistency, you feel me? Like a lot of times, like what you're trying to overcome in that there's not a lot of like you're making sure that people are tuning in because the clips are ready and all this other stuff. A lot of times, like those things can be alleviated if you're dropping fire content every week and you're dropping consistent content every week.
Sure.
Like for example, like I watch YouTube videos all the time, you feel me? And it's like a lot of people, like at least for me, like my favorite YouTubers, you feel me? They don't drop as consistently. Every time they drop, I watch, you feel me? But they're dropping like once a week. And they don't need to tell me when they're dropping. They don't need to announce it. They don't need to put like a short or whatever. I'm gonna watch it no matter what because I fuck with them. You know what I'm saying?
So
and
I
it's
feel
like
that
and a lot of times
we
the
in that
videos,
boat. Like you might not know when the episode it's gonna drop Tuesday or
But,
Wednesday or
like I
whatever
said,
the case is. But you know when it drop, it's gonna be some heat.
but like
That's
I said,
not how you
though,
get new fans.
But like I said though, you're also talking about some of the like hindrances are that you want to make sure each episode gets the attention it deserves. And then like in the same vein as you saying you want to make sure it gets the attention it deserves from others, you're saying I'm not putting it out because I don't feel like it deserves my attention. And those are two separate things. So it's like they can't both exist in the same realm, you feel me? Especially if one of them is a personal thing and one of them is based on like something that is external that you can't control.
It's
You
all
feel
a
me?
balancing act, bro. You feel me? Because it's like
I feel you.
how far. Because it's not just me choosing between like, oh, was it a good episode or not? It's about the time management. You feel me? It's like if that episode is not where it should be,
I'm gonna call you
You
out
niggas
though.
am I putting
I'm gonna
that
call you
over
out though. Nah,
my
don't do that. Don't do
duties
that.
Is a contractor or my duties is like my full-time job or my music or whatever the case is. You feel me?
Come on,
Like
Eve.
those are all things that are getting
I'm gonna let him
balanced at
finish
the
just so I
same
can make my
time.
point.
But hey, bro, this
There's
not
been plenty of times where the three of us. Hold on, hold on. You was good. You ready to talk,
said,
right?
"These niggas-"
There's been like many occasions where the three of us fucked with an episode.
Facts.
You're like,
That's most of the. I feel
don't
like that
like
happened
it.
every time
Not
except for
dropping it.
once.
Which one was that?
I'm not gonna call him
Every
by
single
name.
one
I'm not
except
gonna call him by name. But like, bro, it's happened a couple times.
He
Like,
said every single one.
Especially Tomo, nigga.
Hey, bro.
Where's
hey,
the
bro.
camera?
Yo,
Where's the camera?
Hold on.
You wondering why niggas don't drop? It's because
Oh.
this nigga don't drop, bro. I be trying to drop everything.
Yo,
But I be trying to drop.
Hey, we
I
gonna
don't
do
give a
that.
fuck what we talk about. I be trying to
Let's
drop.
rap.
Nigga just drop.
Hold on.
what are you pulling up?
Bro,
Because the same blame they gonna put.
I'll edit this shit. I heard Nate say it out here too. I
hold
was,
up.
bro, I'll edit this shit.
editing this shit.
That
That
nigga don't
same-
want me to edit it.
That same blame.
The
you
editing
put in,
might be a little bit chips, but I'll edit it,
That's
nigga.
why
Shit.
it's not gonna come out, nigga.
It's still gonna come out
Content.
though.
How you supposed to get better?
Tight.
How you supposed to get better?
And niggas,
Content is
I'm not gonna lie,
content.
niggas might fuck with it more if Tomo edited it too.
Bro,
'cause it's
nigga,
Tomo.
I'll go crazy,
Niggas fuck
bro.
with Tomo. I feel like if they see that, you put edit it, they're like, okay.
Niggas would be mad.
Niggas
quick to
don't
say
be
something,
K617?
but where was niggas to make a thumb? Yo, Rob, let me make this week's thumbnail. Yo,
You ain't
Rob,
never asked
yo,
me.
let
Nah,
me,
you blaming
let me do
niggas.
this. Let me.
Nah,
You ain't never
let me
asked
do
me.
that.
Nigga.
Don't wait for niggas to ask.
But listen,
Now you blaming
one,
me.
you
Do
took
it.
up this
I'm not-
role.
no, no,
One,
no,
you
no,
took
no.
up this role and responsibility. Two,
For sure. But you
we
not gonna
prioritize
say,
other things.
oh, it's Rob's fault that this episode didn't come out. When it's Rob,
Then whose fault is it?
when it's Rob, that all them other episodes drop. You feel me? Type shit.
I
And
just
I'm-
said it was.
But what if we didn't pull up for
and
the
I'm not
episode?
doing that.
Then it
That's what
still
I
couldn't
said.
drop.
I'm not doing that in the sense of like, because I did put that responsibility on my own. But at the same time, we want to talk about the 3-4 episodes that didn't drop. What about all these?
Let's
other
test the
episodes?
theory.
What
Let's
about
test the
all these
theory,
other
bro.
videos that drop? We can keep going, bro. Like,
Let's test the theory, bro. Right? Moving forward, let's
is
drop
toxic
everything and
relationship.
watch you see how the numbers go up. Let's drop everything.
There hasn't been an
Oh,
episode
dog,
that we
bro.
haven't
Drop
dropped recently that we recorded.
Yeah, this is such a toxic relationship, man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
These
That
is
might
not
be
my
so
niggas.
makes
we
it work,
never really
though.
got the real answer
what makes
to
it
how
work.
this came to be.
Oh,
So,
it's my
Tomo-
I explain this
Tomo-
Me and
story.
Tomo had a podcast.
It's the connection, right? All right, boom. I was in college at UMass Lowell. I was
Sorry
across
to
the
hear
room. I'm saying, right? Yo, Lowell is
Nah,
a
Lowell's
crazy
a-
place.
A lot
No
of legends
bullshit.
came out of there. Don't do that.
You got through it.
Lowell is like
Nah, that shit's chips, bro.
like
I'm
Dudley
sorry.
times like 3, just weird, no bullshit. But nah, I was across the hall from this nigga, so I met this nigga and my nigga Malari. You feel me? Then I met this nigga because these niggas
met
from
Rob.
Brockton. Yeah,
okay.
met Rob. Yeah,
Right across the.
my nigga Rob.
You skipped the
my
very
nigga
crucial
Berto.
part of the story.
Which
bro.
one?
So when did you meet Nate?
Nigga, I knew this nigga since we was in
Yeah,
middle school. nigga.
facts. Yeah,
What
we went to the
fuck?
same
You gotta
school.
tell them
That's the beginning of the story.
Where'd y'all
That
go to
is
middle
the-
school?
Match.
Match, yeah, niggas went to match
Terrible.
charter school.
All right,
Yeah.
keep going.
You see,
It was
it
just
kept
it
getting
was
worse.
was
alright.
monotone answer.
But
Came
yo,
from match to fucking-
yeah, nah. So we crossed the hall from each other. Years passed. He's trying to start a podcast. I'm like, bet. So I pull it to his crib. We record the first episodes like in the basement of his crib. So I'm like, all right, bro, we can elevate this shit. Cause at the time, me and Nate was already doing the Rhyme and Reason podcast. So he had all the equipment and shit. I'm like, we can elevate this shit. You feel me? My bro has an idea. I'm trying to bring the vision to life. So I'm like, bet, let's pull up there. Let's link Nate. Let's do the podcast there. We pull it there. We start recording. We building chemistry. And then eventually we have the name Bad for the Community because Nate keeps using the term like, oh, that's bad for the community. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And so it just comes about organically, like niggas just growing the podcast, and then like bet we gotta start putting episodes out. We putting episodes out, niggas is fucking with it. We like bet, just keep putting the shit out. You feel me?
So the 4-man team organically happened.
Shout out Dion too, no bullshit.
Yeah, shout out my nigga Dion.
I don't know
He the
how
fifth
You know what I'm
member.
saying? It's my nigga.
Dion, the fifth member.
It's the Zoe, it's the big Zoe Dion. You know what I'm saying? He here right now, but he ain't even here. You can't see him.
Team
feel
too.
me?
Shout out to our street team.
Yeah.
Behind the scenes.
Max, make some noise.
They want to go home,
Shout out niggas.
Guess what, nigga?
Who ain't?
So with y'all forming together, right?
Yeah,
What is bad for the community? What does that even mean?
it's bad for the community.
So it's kind of like when something's going on in the space, like I feel like sometimes shit doesn't get like enough recognition or something doesn't get enough like, you know, perspectives on it that are like fresh, you feel me? And it's not necessarily saying that like we have like the most fresh or like refreshing perspectives on shit. I think it's also just thinking about like it's more so that the way that we say it, no one else can say it. You feel me? Because it's us saying it and like we don't put ourselves in like a box to say shit like other people. You feel me? And so it makes us kind of like entertaining. So like bad for the community is really just like there's a level of entertainment that you're getting here that you kind of have to like step outside of yourself to receive before you can like, you know, really absorb it. You feel me? But also it's just a funny thing to say when somebody does something like, nigga, yo, you didn't say me a slice of pizza, you bad for the community. Like shit like that. It's just funny.
My perspective is kind of like it's bad for the community. Like we're not bad for the community, but we're highlighting what's bad for the community. You feel me? So to like just show you the duality, kind of like it's like
And what's good for the
you know what I'm
community.
saying, yeah, facts. You know
You went
what
on
I'm saying?
somebody else's platform was talking about what's bad for the community.
I did.
The fuck is that about?
I
What's
know
up with
what you're
that?
You know what?
talking
You know what? Actually,
about.
Don't say
That taught
names,
me-
'cause
no,
when we
that
say
taught me a
names,
lot of
niggas
things.
Get way more love than
That's-
we do.
that taught me a lot
Damn.
of things because I feel like I don't know if you've seen like the clips that happen afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, white people is nuts. Yo, no bullshit. Like you talk about mental illness. I don't know. Being white might be one of them things. you
That's
know?
one of the main leading causes of mental illness is being
Yeah,
sexist.
Caucasity.
People that shoot up schools.
Caucasity. Pure, no bullshit.
Saxonicity.
Yeah, that shit is bad, bro.
Saxonicity.
Like it's a bunch. Like I don't know what it's.
That's
I don't know what it's
real
like to
mental
be white.
illness.
So maybe I might. You know what I mean? Maybe I might. Nigga. But like, them niggas, I don't know. They be wilding. They don't got it.
Why do we support visitors in the culture?
Yo, that's a great
I feel
question.
like, at least for me, I support visitors in physical space more so than like the culture. You feel me? I feel like a lot of times people like see themselves as that, but at least for like who we're talking about right now, I don't see him as that because I feel like he's not like just like a part of this culture. You feel me? I feel like we've talked about this as well with like him just being like using the culture to like you like get to where he's at now is one thing. But I feel like the way he's going about it now is just like trying to be embedded in like a larger community, not necessarily just like a black community or hip hop community type shit.
Wait. Can I call some phoniness out though?
What?
It's all hate toward a person till it's like, oh, let me collab with you or some shit. Let me work with you type. And then it's like you can put that aside for financial reasons.
Well, there's
I felt like didn't y'all partner up on some shit?
I don't fuck with
well,
vibes. No bullshit.
There's a reason for that. When you take somebody in and you say, look, you good, and then you do some phony shit, now I'm gonna call you out on that phony shit. Right? And then you don't wanna acknowledge that you did some phony shit. That's when I ask you out.
Gotcha.
You see what I'm saying? So like he know what the fuck it is. Vaz?
Yeah.
You want to talk about Vaz?
We cool
I
with
don't.
Vaz now.
You was on a cruise?
I'm okay with Dog now.
You was on a cruise?
No, I said hell no.
Okay, word.
I'm okay with
A
Dog.
cruise with
You know why?
Vaz.
Because I had a conversation with
Like,
Dog.
nowhere to escape.
Except for the sea. No bullshit. Yeah,
I had a
couldn't do
conversation with Dog, and I said, "Yo, look,
That's crazy.
I don't know you as a person. Like, I don't know anything about your character. All I know is that I hate your music,
Yeah.
that. It's bad. Yeah.
and I hate that.
Some of the worst. Yeah,
And I hate that people champion your music.
Yeah, because it's
So, other than your music, I'm gonna stop talking about your character,
And we don't even talk
and that's
about his
fair.
music.
really.
I don't want to talk about
You
it.
think Vaz a real nigga?
I think
you mean?
Vaz.
I'm mad that we even I'm mad that we even
Like,
gave
does
the
he
name, bro. I like
identify
when
as
we
a
was
nigga?
doing like heat
Can he?
shit. You feel me?
tell
Nah, the other guy don't
yeah,
deserve
yeah.
nothing. What I'll tell you about Vaz
who's
is
the
that
other guy?
Vaz is not gonna stop. That's the
Oh, the
difference.
other guy, yeah.
Vaz has a force right now that's not gonna stop because of his placement in the community, because of what he does. I don't like to pay to play. He knows that. He knows I hate that shit. But people are still gonna do it. And he's still doing what the fuck he's doing, bro, at a high level, bro. And it's working for him. So when we talk
I don't know
about
the high level joint, man.
when we look,
Them events is ass, bro. I'm sorry. Like, them shit suck.
I've never been to one.
Go. Them shit
have.
suck.
He invited
bro.
us.
I don't
Yeah.
really want to go.
I feel you.
I don't really want to go.
I don't know why we went. No bullshit.
I don't really want to go. But what I'm saying is,
you know what I mean?
what
That
I'm
shit
saying
sucks.
is,
right.
I can't say he's a bad
Them events
person.
suck.
So for me to say like, yo, fuck that kid and blah blah blah, that was the shit that I was like, you know what? I'll take that back. Like where it's like,
I feel you.
I felt
I can't really say that because it's like,
Why you
now
feel
we
bad,
bully-
bro?
No, because
That's
we
like-
was
I
literally
don't fuck
bullying
with, bro.
the
It's
kid.
like,
bro,
slap,
but he's-
it's like slapping somebody, like expecting them to like fight.
And then they just
They're like-
stand there.
Right, and they just
He was
stand
right
there like-
here, though.
Yeah.
That's mad ironic.
You was
again, and they're
you
like,
was talking to him though.
And we told him he sucked. Right.
like-
Nah, but
I
it wasn't
can't,
just that though.
man,
You
like-
also like talked to him about his place in the culture, and he was just like,
He doesn't understand it. And that's my beef with him.
Right.
He doesn't get it. But like
I think he do.
Bro, I'm
He's
gonna go-
just saying
but
that.
the difference
Where's
is
he from?
Bullshit.
the difference is he has enough black people
Albanian?
signing him at this point.
Bro, cause
I know
yeah,
this nigga
niggas
fuck all his women.
niggas eating off the work that he's putting in, whatever, you feel me?
He has
But-
too many black people co-signing him.
So that
right
shit
now.
start working, then I don't
that
think they
shit
gonna
would make
co-sign.
sense.
Those
co-sign,
niggas
you
is
know
the
what I mean?
problem. Real
That's
shit.
that's what I'm
That's
with that.
true.
Those niggas
But
is
you
like,
can't
y'all
blame them
niggas
niggas.
It's like,
They really,
what do you mean you can't blame
I
them niggas?
guess, but hey,
lot of
they
niggas
getting
probably
bet off it. So they start getting bet off
chasing
it.
the check.
Those are literally the only niggas to blame.
facts.
Yeah.
If you're looking at it like that,
Right?
I'm
feel
looking
you.
at
You feel
it
the
as
same
in,
way
like,
with the Kodak Black and 6ix9ine situation?
Kodak was getting a bag.
yeah.
That's the same shit.
That's the same reason they're
That's the
all
same
involved
shit.
Bullshit.
around
Them niggas
this person.
ain't
Same
yeah.
exact shit.
I see what you're saying.
I don't know.
You
bro.
fucking Kodak, so it's like,
what about
I'm
the niggas
gonna
who
overlook
don't
it.
get a bag and just doing it for
You wouldn't
clout?
do a record with a snitch for $1 million?
Well, that's just
We had
that's
this conversation.
humanity. I feel like niggas think
I'm
they can
doing
get
that
a
shit.
bag off
Nigga, I'm
clout.
not a million right now.
Bullshit.
I'm doing that shit. I don't give a fuck.
You giving
I'm
that
doing
nigga
a
6ix9ine
record with 6ix9ine for $1 million.
You right now?
Right now.
As you should.
Right.
That makes sense
If
because you're not.
somebody asks you to rap for any amount of money, chill. You go ahead up there, you rap.
You go ahead up there and rap. Niggas are fools.
I think
No
that
bullshit
do,
though.
I think that do more damage than what the $1 million. Like if you, it depends, bro. If you feel like
Damage
you,
to who?
if you know,
What are you
if you
talking
feel
about?
like,
Yeah,
if
I
you
mean-
feel like you can never
Since
touch
the
$1
rap
million
career?
in it.
What are we talking about?
No bullshit. And
Right.
he doesn't. Nigga gonna come back to the podcast and talk about it. Yeah, no bullshit. It's kind of a win-win, nigga. No bullshit.
My
Podcast gonna
non-existent
go up.
rap career.
Well, that's the fact. You in a different lane. I'm talking about like if you already feel like
I'll do that shit
could
too.
You
touch
ain't
$1
gonna do
million
it for
in
$1
your
million.
life. Nah, bro.
Bugging.
Because nigga, what? Hold
Right
on.
now, as you stand, Roberto,
I can make
your
a.
mother.
I feel like I can
kick
make
you
$1
out the
million
house.
off my.
These niggas
on my
call
own
you
bag.
I
Roberto
understand that,
every
bro. But why would you
episode.
not want to expedite the process?
Nigga,
Your
what?
mother
Expedite
will
the pro-
kick you
I will
out the
always be
house.
associated with that nigga, bro.
No, you
Rob.
won't.
If
Yes,
that
you
man-
will.
if
Nigga,
that-
Kodak chilling right now.
No,
my
the
nigga.
thing is,
that
the thing is,
bro.
Kodak has
Rob.
so. Wait, hold up, y'all. Now listen,
I
Kodak
think it's
has
a
so many
difference,
hits
bro.
before that, bro. It's a difference.
You
when
went to college,
you,
Rob.
You
Stop.
break
Let me
because
go,
of
bro.
I think it's a
6ix9ine, bro.
difference,
If
bro.
you break because of 6ix9ine, that's what you will always be associated with. Kodak
Bro.
still got no flocking. Like Skrilla,
Bro, I'ma
all
tell
these-
you- I'ma
these
tell you
hits,
it's a
bro, way
difference,
before
bro.
that,
You're
giving
made
niggas
you
way too much
respect
credit,
that
bro.
nigga. If the first time most people ever heard, oh, I only heard of that nigga because of 6ix9ine joint. That is not what you want to be associated
Nigga said they
with.
not gonna think I'm hip hop.
So,
I'm gonna
bro.
tell you it's
Not
a
at all.
difference,
Fuck
bro.
that, nigga. I need that, bro.
We ain't street niggas, so
Facts.
for me, no
Rob.
bullshit.
That's
It's
why
not
I was so
about that. It's about like the
flabbergasted.
your
Listen, God,
integrity,
bro,
you
that's
feel me?
God's
Rob.
blessings. You
Like
blocking
damn,
that
like
shit.
how down bad, like yo, not this.
All your
$1 million
niggas,
is
all
a
your
lot of
niggas
money,
call
for
you
sure.
Roberto on the
different.
podcast.
You don't feel
You
like you could touch
understand
$1
me?
million by yourself, bro? Off
It's
your
not
art?
what niggas said.
I'm about to.
Nigga,
Kodak-
so
that's
why
why
you
you
want
wanna
to
touch
touch
the
$1 million?
million.
Why you
Hold on, hold on.
6ix9ine expedite the
Nigga
process?
said you don't think you can touch $1 million by yourself with your art. Nigga, you wrote the verse.
literally
Nigga,
it.
you made the nigga what? What are you talking about? What is happening right now? What is it? I'm not bugging.
Hey,
Like,
bro,
what?
my answer is no. That's it. If y'all
You're
want to
wild, nigga. I do that, nigga. I'll be like, how many verses you need? How many millions you got to give me, nigga?
Yeah.
What?
I'm
Let's
surprised
go.
you would say that. You
Right now.
the
Nigga,
nigga who don't do shit for bread.
Because that's the thing. Well, that's the thing. I don't do shit that I don't want to do for bread. I want to rap. Like what? That's easy.
with
bread.
6ix9ine.
I don't give a fuck who
On a
it's with,
song.
nigga. A bar, like rap bars is bars. You feel
Why do
me?
you care about 6ix9ine
Like,
rapping?
nigga, what the fuck does that shit do
Right.
to me?
No,
Right.
I don't
That's
have to
interesting.
care. I don't have to care, but I'm not aligning myself with that. You feel me? Because that is gonna stick on you whether you like it or not. That's it. That's why when you brought up Kodak, you gonna bring that up. If you bring out, you're gonna talk
I only
about.
brought it up.
Akon
No,
did the same
don't do
shit.
that. Don't
Like,
do that.
it's
I know
never
why.
looked at
Listen,
it in
I
a
know
good
why I
light.
said what I said. I didn't say it for that reason.
Yo, did you bring it up in terms of like you had intentions of niggas trying to big up Kodak? Did you expect anybody
I brought
to
it
big up Kodak?
in terms of the context of the conversation. He said, "Oh, why is niggas doing it for bread? It's the same
Facts.
shit at any level."
And niggas would
That's
know
the
that.
only reason why I brought it up.
And and my question, you think Kodak needed that bread?
Nigga, it's $1
He
million,
got some cases,
nigga. What
nigga,
the
no
fuck?
bullshit. He
I'm
might
saying,
should.
yo,
What the fuck?
Anybody could use $1 million.
Have you ever
What
seen
the
30
fuck?
for 30 broke?
Have you seen $1 million
Like, we
in
making
cash?
$1 million. Like, nigga, it's not
Hey.
$1, nigga. Like, what?
Hey man,
So-
Hey, look,
$1 million
you
$1
see
million in
I
cash.
still listen
$1
to
million
Kodak.
for
I
probably
listen to
20 minutes of
Kodak,
his
man.
time, bro.
Facts. I ain't even trying to convince you, nigga. I'm doing that shit though.
I don't think
I'm
niggas
just
is
saying,
offering
go
us $1
ahead.
million for the verse though, so I don't think at least where we
They
at
do
right
though.
now. Hey,
Nigga, I don't care.
And then the nigga dissed them on the song. Like, nigga,
That's
what?
some
Like,
gangsta
what?
shit.
oh, I didn't listen to the song, so
Said
I
I
don't
got
even
a
know what
rat
he was
I haven't
giving
heard
me
the
cheese,
song. I haven't heard
nigga.
the
Like
song.
I'm so gangsta, I got a rat giving me cheese.
Most
like,
niggas,
what?
I feel like most niggas in the room is like, yeah.
I can salute that
So I
line.
feel
Like, that's
valid.
cool.
That's
but, like,
gangsta.
Nigga, that's on you and how
still
you approach
hopped
the
on song,
situation.
nigga.
What the fuck?
He's like, my G pass goes away. I don't know, nigga. I feel like niggas gonna fuck with it regardless, nigga. They gonna be like, I know why you did it for the bread, and I respect it.
Gunna got the #1 song of the summer right now?
I never heard that
No.
shit. I'm not gonna lie.
That's
No, but on paper, that's the #1 song
no.
in terms of rap. Yeah, it is.
Maybe, nigga. I don't.
Yeah, it is.
Fucking right, whatever that shit's called.
fucking
Like,
me.
Or what the
Niggas
fuck you
don't
mean, fucking
care,
me?
bro.
Yeah.
Don't
Facts,
get
niggas
too in
listen-
your head about that
music
shit.
is music.
No, the
For
thing
one,
is,
Especially with y'all not being
Yo,
street
y'all
rappers.
getting
Why
it
does
wrong,
it
like,
matter?
I'm
Women
like-
dominate the fucking consumer fucking base. Like it's
Women and
for the
children.
bitches, man.
Women and the
y'all
youth.
getting it wrong. Like,
Women
feel
in
me?
the youth.
Like,
And
you
neither
guys-
neither of them give a fuck about who's
Facts.
snitching on
Not.
who, nigga.
but y'all think snitching's the bar for me because I would do a song with Gunna. I wouldn't do a song with 6ix9ine. Those are two different.
That's crazy.
My thing is not 6ix9ine is just a snitch. That's like the end all be all. It's just like what he been standing on, like the type of music he puts out, and like how his music is viewed by other other people. It's a joke.
So you fuck with
feel me?
Gunna? No, he do fuck with
At
Gunna.
least- yeah,
You
Gunna
was
make
playing the
hard-ass
sped up Gunna
music,
in the
my
whip.
nigga.
Nigga, no bullshit.
Gonna make hard music. You feel me? Whether you think he a
sped up
snitch or
Gunna
not,
in
like
the
that,
whip.
go ahead. I don't. You feel me? That's one thing. But at least I know, like with 6ix9ine, like that trolling, like just all the things that come with that. I'm not associating with that. That's it.
Fuck it,
But I'll do it. Hey, $1 million. I'll do a track with Gunna.
nigga.
And whatever, man. Your opinion's your opinion.
That's a fact.
Take that, right? But anything y'all want to end off
I'm not
with,
giving you
man,
$1 million.
before we bring this in for Landon.
Hey, bro, if you ain't go see Mind of a Hustle Gallery, you whack.
Facts.
No bullshit.
Probably too
I ain't
late.
pull
I
up
never was a gallery. Talk about that real quick.
Yeah. You want to start? Or you want me to start? What's up?
I mean, shit, go for it.
All
How
right,
you wanna-
yeah. So Mind of a Hustler, our exhibition is a gallery that me and Eves put together. You feel me? Displaying artwork, paintings and photography from Eves.
Mm-hmm.
It's located in JP. You know what I'm saying? We did the opening on that was August 18th, right? Friday, August
Yeah.
18th. We did the opening, and then we had it open this whole week. You know what I'm saying? The artwork is amazing. It tells a tale of just like a view inside of my mind and Eve's mind. You feel me? And it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's my first gallery. It's Eve's third gallery.
Just
As a
about, yeah.
photographer. You know, some real historical shit. Like,
like
I
yeah.
don't know. I think,
Where's the gallery?
It's located in
It's in the
JP. It's like
building.
right near Stony Brook.
yeah.
I ain't
It's
gonna
a
drop the
building
Addy
on,
because I don't know
Northeastern.
how long.
You don't wanna
But
drop
yeah,
the
facts.
Addy,
Yeah, no
bro.
bullshit. Yeah.
We can't do that?
Yeah, I don't know. It's not my space to be dropping the Addy. You feel me?
Feel
So
you.
it is
Nigga,
near.
y'all been tweeting about that every day.
Yeah,
Talking
no,
about
that's what I'm
some
saying,
love
like, the
between
address
this
is
and
out
that.
there.
The
I'm
address
hip.
is not mysterious, bro.
I'm hip.
I'm not
I
gonna lie.
feel you. But it's not my
You ain't
space
been
to own to be able to like
I mean,
broadcast.
how long
it.
y'all there for?
Bad week.
We there till tomorrow, till Friday. You know what I'm
Drop
saying?
the Addy.
Yeah,
It's not gonna
facts.
drop till
I was about to say that.
Yeah.
shit
I feel like that
been
makes
passed.
it. I feel like that.
I'm
makes
saying
it
I don't want
drop it
niggas.
more, 'cause then he's
Yeah,
like,
I don't
nah,
want
niggas
niggas
don't
pulling
know
up there
you
if the
guys,
shit's not there. You know what I'm saying? Because it's older. It's older heads that occupy the space. They was already hesitant about us using the space, but we
like
we
niggas.
grateful for them allowing us to do that. It's fire. We have some shit to like keep it alive after the space is closed. Though you know what I'm saying. Look out for that soon.
I like that.
Yeah, facts.
Respect.
You fuck with it.
You know what I'm saying?
Do
We
I
gonna
fuck
have
with
a.
I'm just asking. You know what I mean?
Not even a serious question, of course, bro.
Okay, word.
Yeah.
Yeah, say no.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
you got
so what was your like goal with this whole?
I think, truthfully, my goal was to put myself in a position where I'm like putting my art out there to be critiqued, to really judge and see like, one, if I'm willing to like be accepting of putting that kind of pressure on myself, and two, how am I gonna like perceive it? You know what I mean? Like, I think it's important as an artist, like, be open to like vulnerability and to like put yourself out there to understand, like, yo, like a conversation I had today with this nigga, like, I'm telling him what I think of the piece, like my intention behind it. He's trying to tell me, well, like, nah, you should have looked at it like this. It's like,
You mean perceive
You feel
or
me?
receive?
Hmm?
You mean perceive or receive, like criticism? Like how you perceive the criticism or how you like?
I think both though.
I see.
No bullshit. I think both. Like, I feel like when you put yourself in that kind of position, right? Like, you gotta understand and not take anything personally. You know, I think especially when we do the podcast, we're always putting critiques out there. It's like, I gotta put myself in the
See
same
it,
position.
yeah, facts.
You feel me? I can't be out here critiquing niggas and I'm not willing to do the same shit for myself as an artist. Yeah. And I think photography is definitely like an outlet for me to do that and understand like, niggas is really nice with this shit. You feel me? Like,
Real shit.
some of the compliments or some of the things I've been hearing people saying like, yo, this shit deserves to be in a museum and whatever. It's like, so watch me in this journey. I'm gonna do that shit.
I like that.
Yeah,
bullshit.
facts.
Respect.
Yeah, I feel like my main goal was for just people to see the art and to have emotion evoked from the people viewing it. You know, just like have them feel something from what they're looking at. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of art that's just like meaningless. I feel like some of the art I was creating has intention, but some of the art is just for you to just like feel something through looking at it. And it's my first time like sharing my visual art. I've shared like my music and stuff like that, clothes. But I've never like shared like something I painted. You know what I'm saying? So it's like very
Fire.
dear to me. Yeah.
That's fine.
What y'all doing tomorrow? At 4 o'clock.
Yeah, y'all
4 to
should
8.
pop out. I really think y'all should pop
If I
out.
could make it, I would. I'm gonna be at work.
It's date night tomorrow.
4 to 8?
Nah, nigga, I get one like.
I don't
two
get
of
off
these
of
a
work
month.
till
I'm
late.
fucking
Heard you.
tomorrow.
I mean,
Fuck it.
That's real shit. I feel that, man. Hey.
They got planned all out. Yeah.
hey, that's what
it,
married life be
I was
like.
about to say, when you get to that age, you gotta start scheduling the shit.
I'm
you feel
doing
me?
it like that age, nigga.
Nigga, how you
It's
know?
Married life,
That's
nigga.
crazy,
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
I'm just assuming.
Married life.
See, because
When
that
you
can
got
mean a bunch
kids-
of different things. Nigga,
When
no
you got
bullshit.
kids and you married, it's a
Nigga
double
be like, how
whammy,
you know?
nigga.
Where you learned that?
Because being married, it really ain't a thing. It's really when you how y'all was living together before. But like when you got kids, multiple kids at that, it's a whole different situation. Because you might have somebody who want to watch one of your little niggas, Now you
Two?
got 2 of them shits.
Yeah, they be like, all right,
2
nigga,
plus.
you asking for a lot.
How's
Like,
how's
hey,
the-
yo.
made some-
how's the
you
young
made some
one doing?
decisions.
Like, how's she feeling?
That
You know what I mean?
motherfucker potty trained.
He anything
know
like
what
you?
I'm
They like, what's his
saying?
vibes like? No,
Right.
No
He be on some
bullshit.
crazy shit
No
like
bull-
you
what kind of
shit.
shit?
Like, yeah, like,
what kind
yo,
of shit he
look.
be into? I don't know.
I
Nigga.
mean, so like it be crazy. So
Saturday, Sunday.
y'all don't
I'm
understand. I mean, but,
They hit you with the hold up. Let me see. You like, I'm
nigga.
already knowing.
But I appreciate y'all for real, man.
we
Like,
appreciate
I'm not trying to grow up anytime soon, bro.
look, man, y'all got time. But what I will tell you is
It's too late.
that shit is like sooner than y'all think.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
sure.
It's right around the corner.
Sure, yeah.
What are you
24,
talking about?
25,
It's the only
What
way.
is it- what are we talking about?
growing the fuck up.
It's the only way, man.
What
Can't-
you
I
talking
think it's
about?
about to be old
Can't
tomorrow,
grow down,
man.
nigga. No
Like,
bullshit.
Yeah, like you know, like
Blink in 30.
conversation's gonna age quick.
this shit.
Blink right.
It ain't gonna be too long before niggas start thinking y'all niggas is the oldest nigga on the East Coast.
I already feel low.
That's the cycle.
Type shit.
Niggas
We
already
seen
calling
When
it.
I was
Like,
younger,
18-year-olds
I thought
doing
niggas
their
my
thing.
age was the old niggas. No bullshit. I was looking at
But
niggas
that's
that was
what it
rapping
is
and
in the
shit.
hood.
I was like, yo.
Type
That's
shit.
what it is in the hood. When you in the hood and you fucking 17, 16, 15, the niggas who's 23, 24
You really think
is the
it's
oldest
crazy?
niggas
Old-ass
on
nigga
earth.
Yeah.
And now y'all are there.
Shit's
So
crazy.
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's
Time
what I
flies.
mean.
It gets
Nigga, we
older.
made
nigga.
it.
So we're at that middle age. I'll be
gets
34 next year. I mean next month.
And you don't get better with age, nigga. You die.
Right. I'll be
That
34
chicken
next
gonna
month.
kill you, bro. No bullshit.
That's
We
why
at that
he's
age
spreading
where
the age, you know what I
We're
mean?
cool enough to talk to niggas your age.
Barely.
Maybe a little younger, right?
Fancy.
Cool enough to talk to the niggas who's 40 plus.
I don't fuck with them old.
We got
I was thinking that. I was like, niggas like, but do you?
old
I was like, but do you want to engage?
no, but we do because we want to see where the fuck this culture came from, bro.
Type
No
shit.
bullshit.
I feel like they want to engage with y'all
Because
more so than you wanna
we
engage with them
wasn't-
type shit.
You got
Vice
niggas
versa.
like Dart Adams, right?
Iconic.
Come
no
on,
bullshit.
man. That nigga's a
Mad
historian.
Boston. Mad Boston.
Like, why would I not want to talk to Dart Adams? You know how much shit he could school niggas on?
And you think he would talk to niggas?
And I think we're the middle ground.
Yeah.
We're the middle ground between
think so?
niggas like him
sure.
and niggas like y'all and before,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
Young niggas and shit like that. So I'm not bad where we at right now. I love it, actually. I embrace this shit. Niggas want to call me old. I be like, bet.
How much
That's why-
longer you can see
That's why
yourself
I'm
doing
Uncle
this?
Chuck, nigga.
Yeah. How much longer do you think you can see yourself
As
doing
long
this?
as it takes.
Easy, boy.
As long
Forever.
as it takes, bro.
At this point, we stuck in like.
It's choose what the future brings, bro. That's what the fuck we do, nigga. Like, we gonna do this shit for as long as we feel like it's necessary. Period.
And we
That's
get to
it.
get away from our kids and all
Facts.
that.
Nigga said, I need this shit. I need
It's a
it.
weekly disconnect from the
Yeah.
family, nigga. That's fucking
I
excellent.
be having to fake like this shit's hard work, bro. I be having to go back like, oh my god.
Oh my god,
Like
I'm so
today,
exhausted
man.
from the podcast.
Be like, yeah,
Oh,
bad for
my
the community, nigga.
Yeah, oh my god.
But in
These
fact,
guys,
I had a fucking blast. Yeah,
these guys are bad for the community.
Facts. For
Yeah,
a
oh my
reason.
god.
They was talking about the chicken. I don't know.
Oh my god.
Where is? Yeah, I need some chicken though. No bullshit.
Bro, the chicken, yo, it was hitting, bro. You gotta try that shit.
It was lit, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? This shit
There's
has.
no way. Yeah.
My brother, just pull up any
lit, man.
Thursday we had, my nigga. You
Say
know
that.
that.
Oh, you live like down the street.
You know what I mean?
Tight.
Gave
No
the drop.
bullshit.
Get this
Hey.
Hey man, we appreciate
Yo,
y'all.
we appreciate y'all, man.
Make sure you check in with Ease before you come in the Brockton.
We got nothing in this cup, but we
I don't
gonna
know if
raise
you got
this
anything in the
shit.
cup. We gonna raise the
want
cup
some of
though.
Yeah.
I got a little in bed in mine, nigga, but
Me too.
I appreciate y'all, man. No bullshit.
You had to make it come full
Bad
circle.
for the community. Y'all will always be good for the community in my book.
Sure.
man.
Appreciate
Know
that,
man.
game.
But
Fucking sons of them.
I am Charlie Machine. It's my right hand man, Cash No Motherfucking
Pray
Sense.
for the parlay.
Don't got no
Love y'all, man. We out of here. Red Cups and Rat.
Yeah.
Yo, what's
Red Cups
up?
and
I'm
Rat.
with it, bro. Easy gotta start it off, though. No bullshit. I'm with it.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Red Cups and Rat.
We gotta do a crazy beat, bro.
Shit, my niggas.
It's all individual.
Good.
It's all individual.